But
I can hear myself. Yeah, I'm good.
snack is I'm an old person and I bought Werther's.
Werthers are great. Well, welcome back. Kind of weird little cold open here to the Black Aurora. We're on episode 106. Last we left off with you guys, I think was a crazy session in some ways. It was magic and mysteries. You guys, yeah, let's confirm. I unmuted the site and I can hear myself, so I'm assuming Celtic can hear. So I'm
I'll say I
assuming.
can't. Oh,
Do you have the tab muted? Not just the video, but do you have like the tab muted? Because I usually
No.
mute the tab. Celtic
So-
can hear. Okay.
okay. All right.
Strange.
Okay.
As long as you
All
guys-
right. Well, anyways, last we left off, the party was still primarily aboard the Cloud Mirror, the giant floating city, but also slightly divided as the twins and Pizine were over in Renati. We began last session in Renati with you guys going to see Ein for his progress on purification, as it's believed that with his weird super white aura, he might actually be able to cure Merc one day. You guys had some experiments and some interactions. You met with Leviathan and Orlanasi again, who have been helping Ein grow. He has been getting quite good at purification, but despite some intense experimentation, you guys did not unfortunately cure the Merc that day. However, you gained a lot of insights. You found that there was a weird combo between Leviathan and Ein possible with like moving the Merc and trying to cut it away. And then Mira noticed a glow in Medea's pocket every time Ein activated his aura, and seemed to be resonating with the Amitin water you guys found in Bardest. This pure, divine magic infused water that gives like a long rest or a short rest, depending on the purity level. And it was supposedly blessed by Amita herself, one of like the goddesses of this world. That led to even further experimentation and resulted in you guys giving him a few of the lesser Amitan waters you had, so they could try and see what they could do in the meantime. Progress made, but unfortunately not enough. Well, we're getting there. Meanwhile, on the Cloud Mirror, Peria was having some lessons with Quill in his own personal sort of magnificent mansion. He revealed that he has this artifact, this key, that allows him to once per day create a somewhat similar to the spell Magnificent Mansion study that is also equipped with a special library. Through some conversation with Peria, you did determine that Quill is a lot older than he seems. He's also been through the Castellus matrix crystallization process a few times himself, which has helped him survive for a lot longer than he should have. And he sort of lied a little bit, just a bit, to teach a lesson, give an example, and establish better trust through deception, as he tricked you into stepping into the Castellus Matrix, and you got to experience what it's like for someone to be crystallized. And it was an unnerving and uncomfortable sensation, and you had a moment where you had some sense of perception outside of your crystalline shell, and he picked you up and did a villain monologue while holding you in his hand, and then let you go. He revealed that, any time he could have used you as leverage against Q or Arcus or the others. He could have consumed you to cast a high-level spell, could have done anything in that moment, and he chose to let you go, in the hopes that this would finally get you guys to maybe believe he's not evil or something. Hopefully that worked. We'll see. Could have been a double, triple con. Who knows? But he did let you go. You then had a long conversation. You did your own personal insights, including some of the knowledge you gained before with a mirror of the past you did on him ages ago, and determined that he was, especially I think you talked to Soren as well about Bartoon, and gained the understanding that Quillil was once a familiar of Bartoons that was given sentience as a reward for service. And he's not really a Syrinx or an Aarakocra. He's something else. He's technically more Fey in origin, as familiars are Fey creatures. But whatever he is something new. And he has spent a very, very long time studying magic and serving Emperor Boreas, who himself was a student of Bartoons that has been enduring all these years through a clone spell, the ability to create like a second body that when you die, you then inhabit. It's kind of fucked up, but it's canon D&D 5e magic. And he has been creating heirs for generations, which meaning you now realize Evark was and is potentially the next Boreas incarnation. Through all of this, you gained a bit of rapport with Quillil, which led him to allowing you to use his study, which is a once per day question you get to ask the Cosmos, or the DM in this case. And the library magically fills with resources that would be found around the world, allowing you to do your own checks and potentially gain the answer you're looking for. We went to break, and when we came back, you had a question for me. And I will say, you have chosen wisely. You chose the question, how does Castellus control and use the Black Aurora, basically? And the answer was he can't. There's no way he could. There's no reason he would be able to, as someone who lost his aura and was not born with some affinity for merc control. But Kite could. And there were enough similarities between medical reports and a journal log you found from Kite that it was determined pretty definitively Castellus and Kite might not be so different, literally, at this point. I believe you put it wisely. She's cheating, essentially. Kite is cheating the whole apostle thing, because it was told a long time ago that Kite and Amida were not allowed to participate because they had their chance at this world and ruined it. And Kite is now using a bit of a loophole. So that was knowledge. You revealed this to the party at the Prism Tree as you guys were all meeting up again. Right before you were approached by Falvak, the stone giant apprentice rune carver, who offered to give one of you a rune as like a reward of sorts for, or a thanks for giving a recommendation that the stone giants be rewarded. It was a bit gruesome. You guys learned that giant runes have very high material costs, such as body parts or like blood of a friend or something. But thankfully, with Narkushan present, you were able to regenerate the missing eye that the smith had sacrificed for your rune. And Medea gained the Rune of Light, meaning her weapons now deal an extra, was it D8 of radiant damage?
Yeah.
It's a significant power increase. So your Wind and Whirl now does pretty good damage. That was a nice buff. After which you guys regrouped and went to the king, as there had been an announcement that they were ready to use the artifact and give up the pieces of Yansara. There was a brief moment where like it felt like you guys were falling out of the sky briefly, and then it kind of caught up as the staff took over and they had gained control over the sky vessel, the Cloud Mirror again, and had enough power. This artifact was in fact resonating stronger than Yansara did. And so you were given the pieces of Yansara to return to Azote, as well as obviously to send along their apologies for the whole tragedy. And you chose to have Quill teleport you guys to your destination. Now,
fuck,
as
that's
we
right. I forgot.
as we ended last session, I did some rolls. You can still see them in roll 20. The first one was for the attempt to teleport, which resulted in an 8 on a D100, which is a mishap no matter how well... an 8 is a mishap no matter how well you know anything. That's just, like, not great. So that was fun. Now you will note I did roll again, and I got a 97 out of 100, which is quite high.
Yeah.
If you did not look up teleport in the week between, which I wouldn't blame you if you did, I was a bit of a goof last session, teasing you. There's nothing happening. The 97 is for the second roll. You're perfectly on target.
Oh.
So we just got some damage, and then
yes.
we go.
So the mishap does still happen, but the second roll was so good, you are dead
Aw.
on target. I know.
The second
I
one is
Dang
how
it.
bad the
but
mishap
it's-
is, right? Is that how that
mishap-
works?
So
You
the
just
mishap is
roll.
you take 3d10 force damage.
Oh.
That's it.
That's
Each
all.
Oh.
teleporting creature takes 3d10 force, and then I re-roll on the table to see where you actually end up. And with a 97, that is on target for anything.
Okay.
Well, you can,
So
you can convert.
no, because I already put it out there. It was public roll, so
Delete it.
too late. Too late.
I want bad shit to happen to us.
No.
No, I'm fine with this.
Time
Because
was
it's
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just get us ready to go. So as you guys all gather together and Quill gets ready to teleport, there is a moment as he casts the spell where all of the energy around you warps and twists in a way that you are not familiar with. Some of you feel almost like your bones are going to bend out of place and snap as the forces try to pull you from this space to move to another. And you see he goes, oh, no, and recorrects it. And you all just feel this like tension as you are then wrenched from that space, that point in space, and reappear safely within the sandstone forest. You do all suffer.
Ouchies.
Yes, ouchies.
21. Wow, pretty decent. 21 points of force damage.
Ow.
No. Oh,
Okay, that-
Will?
Okay, this sand isn't exactly. Oh, that's a rock.
Oh, right.
Oh, jeez. It doesn't usually happen, I swear. As you
My
all
ribs.
reappear outside of where the Quetzalcoatl remains are that you started in originally. As you guys
Hey.
appear, there are a number of people nearby that you recognize that were seemingly still in defensive mode in case, sand giants attack soon. And you see Asote whirls around as you appear with his twin swords in hand. It's like,
Oh, wait.
you're back, and you look like hell.
Well, yes, but, we got it.
Yeah. Narsha just crouches down, hands on knees. Oh, God. Oh, I think something
Alright.
twisted inside. Mm.
Me and Pisces are still holding the big chest.
Yeah, Q and Paisian are both like each on one end of this chest, and Paisian just a little blood. It's fine. Just a hernia, I'm guessing, or something.
I didn't think I could get those being what I am.
I don't know, really.
Q, you have organs. They can twist.
We don't know that for sure.
We don't know that for
That's
sure.
happened again.
I think you have organs.
I think you have organs. That's a statement. Paisian and Q can move over and set down the crate between them, the ornate box. And Azote does approach. Forgive me if I'm in disbelief. You say you've retrieved them?
Uh-huh.
All of
Oh,
them?
and the giants aren't going to attack you anymore. We broke in peace. Oh.
Truly?
Huh?
Yes.
He looks around at everyone who's in defense mode. Like,
Yay! Celebrate.
that is
We did have to
relieving.
give up our
A very
ancient
powerful artifact we had.
druidic staff. that we had been holding on to. But it is
Oh.
fine.
Flying.
This is all for
Yes.
Q.
See. Well, I am deeply grateful for your sacrifice. I'm sorry. Who are you? And he looks to Quill.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
I recognize you. You came to me before. Quill goes, yes, Azote, I believe. My name is Quillil, as I've introduced myself before to you. I am, as I was, the warden of the Cobalt clan. Last time we met, it did not seem to go well. But I hope that this makes up for any slight I made against you. I really do apologize. I don't know what I said that offended you last time. You see Azote puts his weapons away. It's nothing specific. I just didn't think you had the best of intentions. Do you all know this one?
Yeah, actually, if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have been able to broker the peace that we did, because he got us in to see the king.
Truly.
Yep.
Yep.
We can vouch for him.
He steps forward and puts a hand out. I misjudged you. I apologize. He goes oh, no problem. Kind of takes his hand and gingerly shakes it. Anyways, all I want is what you want, to restore Yansara. Shall we get to it then? Yes, of course. And he comes over to the box and opens it and sees all the broken little pieces. You see there's a moment where he has to steady himself as he's realizing he's grabbing the pieces of Yansara, and he gently cradles them in his arms as he piles them and moves over into the cave where he begins to kind of solving a puzzle, taking a piece and holding it up and trying to fit where it goes in.
Does this mean our services are not needed?
Well,
Dara speaks up.
I apologize, Dara. I anticipated we would still have to do some combat, but it seems that combat has been averted. But all of your vigilance this last few days have been greatly appreciated.
All right. She's just gonna go out.
This sucks.
She's just gonna stand outside, I guess.
No, it's fine, Disky. Now we can.
Now how am I supposed to prove myself?
I don't know. Just sit down on Wiggly Bridge and dangle feet off.
After a few minutes, Azote's gotten most of the pieces in. There's still a few cracks that he doesn't have pieces to go into, but he's you see he grabs dirt off the ground and just sort of smooths out the crack. Trying to
spits in it little some mud.
as he's doing this, he's I'll be honest, I don't really know how this works. I don't know if the cracks will fix themselves or.
Anybody got the mending spell?
I do.
I don't work on this.
I do, but I was told it does not work.
Oh, damn.
After a few minutes, he's got all the pieces in place, and it looks back together, but there's obviously the seams and cracks where pieces are not quite lining up as much as they should, or even though they're in, it's still broken. He takes a big breath. He's all right. I guess we need to remove the lance now. Did they tell you how to do that?
Oh, right, damn it.
Just get Frey to do it.
Actually, hey, Freya, this guy, will you come down here and help us real quick?
Biscard don't want to go. Biscard already tried. Freya's.
Let me see if Dara has anything. Is this lance made of stone? too?
The lance appears to be made. It looks almost like a stalactite mounted
Okay.
to like a brass handle, and then like inscribed with giant runes.
I'm just curious if there's anything that Dara could do. I'm gonna look at her character sheet. I don't know if there is.
Potentially.
But
Telekinesis.
I mean, you learned the Mold Earth cantrip. What other spells if you have?
Alright,
Yeah, it's Mold Earth. That's pretty stone shape, but
how much does the potion of stone giant strength increase your strength to again?
Good question. Giant strength. Let's just take a look at the giant strength potions. What giant strength? Stone?
Yeah.
23.
Oh, same as the belt. Okay. Actually, she's a belt on it. She's stronger than Freya now.
Yeah, but Freya can do the weird vampire thing, dampier thing, plus
Oh, that's true. Actually,
psychic.
if this scar would
Knack.
let her
Let's
have
say bolstered knack, yeah.
have
Yeah,
a little nibble.
yeah. Fine.
Just a little.
Wibbly nibbler.
Wow.
Alright.
How much
Oh
damage?
my god.
That's strange.
She's just a
Alright, so-
Starian.
This,
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
-1.
Alright, this is
One.
going to be
Oh no.
5 damage.
Oh. That's 4 more.
And you're now a vampire spawn.
No.
I mean, I'm cursed already with the anchor. What's one more thing?
We will.
Just one more
I believe
curse.
if you rage, you get advantage on strength checks.
Yes.
Alright, so she will rage.
Okay.
And now she has a +5 from that. Oh, that's juicy. Advantage.
Mhm.
So +5. Damn, even with the knack, that wouldn't do it. Wait.
What? Yeah, it's a D6.
Oh,
Adam.
sorry, my bad. Yeah,
So
no.
this is
So
23
28
plus
no,
5 to 28. Then you
So
use
yeah,
what, psi bolstered knack.
I literally just need to roll a 2 on a D8.
Give it to me. It's a D8 or 6.
It's a D8.
It depends on how many levels you have.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes, above 30.
That is
32.
a 32 strength check. As
Damn.
Freya wraps her hands around the handle, heaves, rages slightly, gets a little pissed off, and probably puts like a foot against Yansara and just and you pull back, and there is a moment where it feels like your shoulder is going to dislocate as you're just pulling against stone, essentially. But then after a moment, you hear like a slow grinding sound as it just begins to slowly move out, inch by inch, until all the way out in one go. And you see there is a hole, obviously, where it left pierced.
Good job.
But you do have the lance removed.
Strong.
As the lance is removed,
Orkushan, take this diamond, hurry!
what was that? Sorry, we're doing the thing now. Just runs back in. And you give Narkashan the diamond.
Dara's
Well,
just gonna be
Walk
peeping
up
in
to the
here.
wall to get out of the way.
As the lance is removed, slowly from the point where the lance was, color begins to return to the gray, spreading outward. You see iridescent blue and green scales that were once stone gray, now spreading in both directions towards the head and the tail at the same time. The stone around begins to crumble and shift as it's no longer anchored to this statue in the wall. It begins to kind of crumble away as you see bits and pieces of Yansara still missing, little tiny bits, little bits of blood trailing from like the open hole where the lance struck, and it's looking a little gruesome as it continues. And you see Azote kind of tense a bit, and Narkushan kind of like rolls her shoulder, like, okay, I'll just say I've never done this before. And she is going to take the diamond that you guys acquired, and she will. Let me just make sure there's nothing else I need to note.
Jab it into the flesh wound. There you go. You got some bling now, permanently.
More than a century.
Bedazzled.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say you guys had the foresight to have her prepare this beforehand rather than the comedic, oh, we're doing this now. Because it does take an hour to cast this. So this was more of a concentrated effort of her preparing to cast it and Freya preparing to pull, and then when she says I'm ready, then Freya would pull the lance, at which point she casts the spell Resurrection, and the diamond that she has in her hand shatters, and you see all of the little bits of dust from the diamond spread out across the body of Yansara and seem to almost fill the cracks and grooves that are missing and restore them slowly as light covers the body. And as the spell ends, highest level spell slot she's got, there's a small flash of light, and then it fades. And I will move the...
Best cleric ever. All right, we need the backup. Oh, you're big.
As this massive winged serpent uncoils from the stone, now flesh and scale and feather rather than stone and dirt, as it rises up, shaking out whatever strange fuzziness from its memory and its mind as it looks out over the group here. You see Azote just sort of falls to a knee in relief and like grasps onto Narkushan. Oh, thank you. The gods, thank you. As this massive celestial beast looms over, it looks down at you all. Where am I? What is this? Who are you?
You're in the sandstone forest.
You notice there's no lips moving. This is all just like in your mind. You're hearing from this creature.
Oh, that's no.
You were dead
I was fighting,
and you
defending.
lost.
Impossible.
Oh, it's quite possible.
It's been a lot of time has passed since then. That battle is over.
Let's see. What is the state of my realm? How are my people? You see Azote now like stands.
Azote.
Great Yansara. It is good to see you again. You see the serpent cranes his head down. Azote. You live yet. It is good. Where are the others? Azote kind of bows his head a bit. I am all that remain. The battle was fierce and long. There were those who survived, but not all remained. There was a debate. Some thought we'd be better suited helping who we could across the world. But I stayed, as I knew you would be back. See, the serpent kind of blinks slowly and looks out, like over to out the entrance of the cave. I see. You have done well to remain and to defend. How long has it been? Azote looks up. Little over 20 years. You were felled shortly after the descent. Much has happened in the world since. Not that I have been aware of most of it. These people came here in search of you, though. They said that you could help them. And if my opinion means anything to you, Great Yansara, I think they are worthy of your aid. They faced against the giants that felled you, brokered peace, reclaimed the pieces of you that had been pillaged, and brought you back to life. They have done more for us than any other outsider ever has. Whatever it is they desire, I ask that you grant it, if it is within your ability. And you see, like, he bows his head, realizing maybe a little bit how much he's asking. The serpent, like, coils back down, getting a bit closer to eye level. It's still, even coiled, it's still like 15 feet tall of just coiled serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Tall. Super beautiful.
I see. Sounds like I owe you all a debt. What is it you require?
Just nudge Q.
Q?
So, like, goes step past Narson.
I'll say you can move like up here, or Zotia will step aside.
Okay.
Narshon's actually like stepping back a bit. Okay, I did my part.
Mm-hmm.
I have been searching for you. My name is Q10. I hail from Suseo. You see, great creature. I am slowly dying. What you see before you is not the body of a truly alive Elkin, but rather what I've been told is more akin to a Oculus. And the magic that is keeping me alive is slowly being drained because it is being sent to aid another. Are you aware of the true orders of Stale?
I do not have any business with the Susalians. They are not my subjects. They are not who I have been tasked to protect. But I have spoken with a few others who have. There was once a great beast that protected them. I am aware of that.
Yes, the Kirin.
Mm.
The Kirin is what is keeping me alive. As
I see.
its spirit dwells within me, but its magic is depleting day by day.
That is a truly dire circumstance.
Yes. And
I am afraid that I do not know what I would be able to assist you with.
I have been told by a very powerful creature that was an Androsphinx.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh.
Ah, yes. Him.
That you would be able to help in that if you were to go back to Susale
Of course.
and
Yes.
be the patron of the Corporal's Aura, it may prevent me from dying.
So this is what he meant. I hate that he's always right.
You know, the others said the exact same thing, pretty much.
Yes, I am not surprised. Androsphinx have a particular purview over time. They have the ability to foresee things long in advance. He always said we would all come, and I quote, crawling back to him. We all believed we could alter fate. It is painful to give him the satisfaction, but I do owe you a debt. And it seems that my domain has long since passed. You see, as you guys are talking, Azote's looking to Q confused. Wait, but you can't leave. This place, there's more here. The people of Limestone, the people of the deserts. What are you talking about? Like he leans into Q. You never said anything about taking Yansara.
I'm not. I'm asking him to go. It's
Her.
his decision.
Her, she, her.
Oh, her decision. But yes, saving my life would involve her leaving.
And all of the auras.
And it would aid the whole clan of Cobalt greatly.
You see Azote looks very dejected and just kind of turns away.
I'm sorry if I wasn't clear about that. I wasn't lying when I said that's how it would save my life.
No, I know. Great Yansara, it is your decision, of course, and I have already requested that you aid them, so it would be ridiculous to...
You could go with him.
Her.
Her.
I mean, there's not a lot left here for you, is there? Now that Yansara is alive and well.
I was... All this time, I've been fighting so that we could restore. I always imagined the day Yansara was returned, the day we...
You can't
It's
get
fine.
back what you lost, you know. But you can rebuild into something else. You don't have to dwell on the past. You can look towards the future, you know.
I haven't really thought about my own future in a very long time. But perhaps you're right. If you are to leave Great Yansara, I will accompany you and do whatever it is I can, even if it is not much. See, Yansara regards Q. Very well. Will make my way to Susail, the land of the north. I will meet the heart of Susail, and I make no promises as I do not fully understand the scope of this request, but I will do whatever is in my power to restore the aura to this cobalt.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I cannot tell you how thankful I am. And actually,
Because Quill's kind of like poking around the corner.
we have
I-
another people here.
I wasn't planning on intruding in this moment. Seemed like you had it quite under control, but yes, great Yansara, as he gives a bow. My name is Quillil. I am warden of the Cobalt, protector of my people. The Yansara gives a small nod. A role I can understand and respect. Please, tell me of your people, whom I would become patron to. Well, we are primarily scholars. I don't know how much you understand about the learning of magic, but we value all forms of the arcane, and it is a place of great understanding. and my people are suffering. Perhaps not as much as others have, and I understand why perhaps mine was left for last. But it would be extremely helpful to have you. And we would do everything in our power to honor you and your wishes. I don't know if our people particularly align with your usual. We don't live in a desert. We live quite temperate. I just want to make sure climate-wise you're going to be all right. And you see, Yansara, the body actually shivers a bit, and you all kind of hear like a laugh in your mind.
We're gonna need a really long sock. She
goodness.
gonna be cold.
I am sure I will find a way to adapt.
Need a long sweater for her.
Very well. Perhaps you can tell me more along the way. Oh, well, hard to really say. I was planning on teleporting home. Would you like to come with me? Oh. Transportation via teleportation. I have never experienced this. I assure you, it's quite comfortable. Well,
It isn't.
yeah. I can make it certain when going home.
Okay.
Mm.
My ribs don't say that.
Eyes in the background.
Oh, Python.
Still feel like my spleen got ruptured in that teleport.
I mean, to be fair, he wasn't very familiar with this location.
No, I was not, and it was a bit foolish, perhaps. Very well. I suppose, unless there's anything you looking to Zote, you had pressing here, we can leave whenever you're ready. Zote kind of nods a bit, looks over to Q. Thank you again. If there's anything I can ever do in the future, myself, let me know.
Thanks.
Quick question from the back. How do we get out of here?
But remember, Narcissus can take us.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All of
I
us?
mean,
Was like I thought it was a
Narcoshunk takes
maze.
some.
Mm.
This place. As you say that, Yansara kind of like looks up in the air. Yes, the defenses are up. One moment, and in one smooth motion, uncoils and unfurls out of the cave.
Okay. I just go.
As Yansara spirals into the sky, and then the wings
Oh.
unfurl, and you see all of the winds shift away. You all feel like a breeze blow past you, and you feel like one steady breeze moving in a specific direction. As Yansara returns down, follow the wind. It will take you out safely.
Cool. Thank you.
Man, I bet that was the biggest stretch for her.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Big stretch.
Big stretch. Stretches. Big stretchy.
All the bones went.
Yeah. So, like cracking. As Yansara provides you a way to leave, Quill and Azote exit. Narkashan following behind. Well
Gonna
then,
get her draped.
I suppose I will
Yeah.
I'll see you all someday, Quill turning to the party. This has been an interesting re-encounter. And thank you again for everything.
Hey, you
And-
helped out a lot.
Glad we could cooperate again.
Perry will walk up to Quill and shake his hand.
Oh,
Or at least
that's happening
attempt
twice
to.
today.
It's happening twice
Oh,
today.
twice today. Oh, it's unusual. Okay.
Oh,
I'll accept it.
thank you, Quillo.
Of course, Imperia.
And Quill, I know it's gonna be hard, but then I know the Vern Emperor's an ass, but I think you should
Like he
at least-
actually turns away, but Yes.
Please give Strike a chance. I think he just cares a lot about his people.
Kinda like you
Your
do.
fondness for the Verdant has been noted, and it should be stated that I do not bear a personal grudge against Strike, but until he wears the title of Emperor, his opinion means little. I apologize, but
I know.
now, if anything should happen to the Verdant Emperor, we can talk. He says in like that slightly menacing way he sometimes says things.
Menacing.
Good luck. I'll be seeing you guys soon.
And to you as well. I don't exactly consider myself to be a magical taxi service, but if anyone wants to come, I suppose this is your final call. Okay, bye. And he puts on Asote and Yansara, and they disappear. And the rest of you are left with the wind blowing through the tall sandstone peaks of this forest. And you know that it might take about a day to get from the Cobalt Monastery to the actual heart
Oh,
of
right.
Susail.
We have a brand new cloud.
That's
But we
true.
have everyone else.
Well,
Are we gonna leave them?
Well, no, the cloud I think can support
9,
9.
which
One,
is
two,
more
three,
than
four,
you
six,
did not.
seven,
You have
eight,
more
nine.
than
We
that.
have 10.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
plus
11.
big,
Plus big boy.
big things.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Plus Drake.
Yeah.
count for 4. Drake count for 4. So core party, Paizane, Nargashan, and
Yeah, the rest
Fly.
can walk back. They got here just fine.
no.
I am perfectly fine walking back.
Well, I mean,
That's kind of a waste of time for me.
Why don't we just walk back to the crevasse, and then pick them up with the airship? Because by then
oh,
they'll
right,
be
yeah,
in
we
a
can just
week,
get the airship out.
and drop them off at Limestone. And
Oh,
I prefer to go
yeah.
home, yes.
that does remind me, Mario, like,
Huh.
we also need to take care of the thing, you know?
Thingy.
an ancient Elkin, what?
In Ancient Elkin, you know, the Eldritch horror in the bottom of our ship.
Oh yes. Yeah, we do take care of that.
Yes, that does need to be done.
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, how are we going to bring that up to Paizane and Narkashan?
We're not.
I was gonna say only the core 4 know about it.
We're not. We're just dropping it in the middle while we're flying in the ocean. We just go boop.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you thought about that or not. No, right?
Nope. Uraka.
Yes, Uraka,
Hmm.
the
Uraka.
aboleth in the
the abandoned.
cargo hold of your ship.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey.
great. I love it.
Yeah.
So
It's just
we
bad.
can cloud miss the people and then could Bird Peria carry the rest of the crevice to where the ship is?
Oh.
I'm gonna organize you guys. I just want
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
how many we
Mhm.
are. Yeah, it is. It is 10 plus Drake. So
Here,
Q
take-
could get in the bag of holding.
That's
We did
true.
that before.
Yeah.
So then we have 9. It's just Drake is the
Here,
problem.
I can.
If only we had a
Well,
Pokeball
I'll
shield.
polymorph the Drake, not me.
Could actually.
But then
How
it
long
might
does
just
that
fly
last?
away.
Consider that. Yeah, turn into like a mouse.
Oh,
You could turn the
I'm
Drake
not-
into like a mouse or something.
and have it just sit on the carpet, and then when it's stupid because it's a mouse, and then jumps off, and then
You just hold
There's
it.
a lot of options.
just-
Yeah.
Hold
You
it.
don't have Narkashan hold it.
okay, she wants to hold a mouse for an hour.
Man,
Then
we
make
used
it
to
a
be-
bird or no, it'll fly away.
That's
I
what I
don't-
mean. It'll fly away.
Make
we
it
need
a-
one of those
turtle.
A
hamsters.
Fine, I'll
turtle.
just turn into
Perfect.
I'll just turn into the damn bird. Oh wait, no, it doesn't help anything.
No,
Don't
it's
do a bird,
big.
'cause
Alright.
then you
Just
want to
make
eat
it a
the
turtle.
mouse.
Well,
Perfect.
make it a small turtle. Can I make a small turtle?
Like a baby
Turtle.
turtle.
A little baby turtle.
Baby
He's
turtle.
just a little
Okay.
guy.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just make him a
going in the bag.
Yep.
make him a little baby guy.
Here, let me convert some spells
This
into
is
sorcery
strange.
points real quick. Stand by.
Does the little one always go into the bag?
No.
Not normally.
4.
Oh.
Whatever. I'll just say he's there. All right. So you guys
That may become a habit.
6.
It really is.
listen. Once
Dara could go
Narkashan
in the bag too.
becomes an actual Drake warden, she can summon the Drake from anywhere, so it's
Thank
fine.
goodness.
She just has to do that first.
Yeah, I just gotta
That's
give her
the
more
thing.
training and, you know.
Hold on. That's the thing. Dara could go into the bag too.
Dara's
She
too
doesn't have
big.
Oh.
She's too heavy.
There's
Yeah, accused child.
Yeah, I am heavy. Literally, my
We'll
thing
put-
called dense.
Here we go.
I'm
Mhm.
dense.
So
Yes.
we'll consider these back 3 squares to be like the cargo hold.
Nice.
It
Oh,
can only
man.
fit 9 comfortably and able to fly, like able to keep up.
Boys.
But yes, as you gather everyone around, you pull out the larger sky saddle charm and kind of flip it in the air, and as it's midair, it stops and the cloud just erupts around it until boing, there's a little floating cloud. I say little, it's like 15 feet by 15 feet. It's a
Yeah.
hefty cloud, and I like to imagine
Lap
It's
of
like-
luxury.
the ground group, Viscar, Freya, Tilda, and Dara. No explanation. You guys just pull out a fucking cloud and just start climbing on.
Mhm.
How does this work?
Freya, Viscar doesn't understand what is happening.
Why is it solid? It's not
Magic-
supposed to be solid.
Magic, I'm guessing.
Paisan's like, just go with it. I swear, nothing makes sense anymore.
Just pile on. Squeeze together, everybody.
I need to look up flying carpet. Actual flying.
Going to try to take small scoopful and put in mouth to see if it tastes like cotton candy.
You take the small mouthful. As soon as you pull it off the cloud, it just dissipates.
No, Viscar don't like.
Does Viscar's hand get a little wet?
A little bit,
Oh.
yeah.
Slick hair back.
So, this is the
Fresh.
unfortunately, based on the carpet of flying, this is the largest variant of carpet of flying they have,
Mhm.
which has a flying speed of 30 feet. So it's like normal walking speed,
Oh
but you can
my.
go over things. Yeah.
We have the
but
winds
you
he
can
set
go
up.
over the wall. You basically,
know.
as the crow flies, you
love
don't have to
this.
worry about terrain.
Yeah.
But it is just sort of kind of going at a normal pace.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's not zoom. Now, the personal size one that can sit 2 people, that one can be, broom of flying,
Zippy.
60 feet flying.
Mm.
That makes sense. Alright.
So, this
Just enjoy the view.
over the. It just it just slowly begins to rise until you're above like the peaks of the sandstone forest, and then just begins
Don't
to
fall
drift.
off. I don't
Hmm.
plan
Awesome.
to.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
I
So
gotta
you guys.
recast polymorph every hour.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say
All my
because-
spell slots.
because you are thankful that there's 2 things about this. Is 1, you don't have to worry about terrain. 2, there's no tiring. You can just keep it. It just keeps going without having to pause. Which with normal like land traversal times, I'm counting in the breaks. So like usually I'm counting in. You have to stop for water. You have to stop to let your feet stop hurting. You have to take a
Mhm.
sit for a bit. This is you just can go. So I'm gonna say within
Taking
about
naps.
2 hours only, you can get to
Okay.
the
Ooh,
chasm.
okay.
That works.
As it's
for
just
me.
straightforward 2 hours.
Spell slots.
And I'm assuming it's still like bright daylight outside. It's still.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
hot as balls. You guys are no shade, just sun.
I'm
So
so
for
ready.
you, who's in a different
Well,
dimension.
at least the
That's
light,
true.
the white cloud reflects the rays or something.
You know, it's something to that effect. Yeah.
Anybody have an umbrella?
The other benefit is, as far as anyone below looking up, just a cloud.
Just like a cloud.
Yeah.
Just cloud.
That's true.
A very
Unless they look at it
vast
from
cloud.
a distance and they see a cloud with people on it, and it's like,
Hmm.
hmm.
That means you just have to go higher.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
quite comfortable
Yeah.
with my doom duster on. I'm comfortable.
So, you guys spend a 2-hour flight to the Chasm of Bones. At which point, you can just kind of go over the middle and just beep, beep, down. This thing changes up. Like, talk about not needing to do rolls to cross a desert. I don't even have to consider the desert anymore.
This is
even,
much
even going in
nicer
the
than
chasm's
before.
fine because it's a cloud. The edges
Yeah.
don't matter.
Yeah, no, it just goes down. If like an edge hits the cloud, it just kind of goes right through. As long as it doesn't hit you, you know.
We just got to worry about the other beasties trying to nip us.
Yes, that always
Mm.
needs to be
Yeah.
considered.
I mean, we're not on the ground, so the sandworms ain't gonna sense us.
So the whole group is going. You're gonna. Everyone, the whole 10 is going down to the ship.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okie dokie. Just wanted to know.
I guess.
I didn't expect this on my journey.
Are we sure we want to take down all okay.
That's what I'm asking. Like, is
I
there
mean,
a conversation happening about this?
Do we
or
want to
is
just drop them on the other side and say walk the rest of the way?
Question, real quick.
Well,
But
Has Narkashan been on this ship yet?
no. Narkashan and Paizane have not. The only 4
Just
were
us.
you guys, the players. This is
Okay.
you guys have a blood oath secret with this aboleth thing. You've told
That's
no one about
right.
it.
Nobody.
Paparia,
Mm.
are we sure we want the eavesdropper to
Fine,
know
just-
about this?
Why don't we just?
See- Narkashan turns to Peria. I was kind of hoping to find a ceremonial time or
Wanna do it
something
now?
to do this.
Let's
Yeah,
do it
let's
now.
just do it
Do
now.
this now. All right.
I'm tired of this being excluded because I'm an unwitting accomplice to a demon dragon or whatever.
Alright, well, question. Are you gonna become, like, outcasted because of doing this? Like, is she going to...
Probably,
Probably.
Is
Oh,
she
yeah, definitely.
gonna come and
100%.
kill you?
Ah, nah. I don't think she
I
would do
doubt
that.
that.
Zuba already knows it's just a conversation.
Apparently, she's known my entire life. Every time I've plotted or planned to kill her, she's known about it. So she must be cool with it, I suppose. Which only makes me more frustrated.
I understand that she does not
But-
fear you, but have there
I
been...
feel like if she cared, she would have threatened her by now.
Hmm.
We could always ask.
Why ask?
I prefer not.
Let's don't ask for permission.
Ask for forgiveness, not
Yeah.
permission.
Permission.
Yeah, that's like my life's motto sometimes. Uh,
Sometimes, all the times.
sometimes.
Alright.
And why are we
Narkashan's
here?
hands.
You take Narkashan's hands.
Okay, I need you to close your eyes. I need you to think about your bond with Zivadona. And in order to think about it, and then just cast it away. Just throw it over the edge. I'll just keep going on and on, like
Yeah,
and then
right.
cast it.
Okay. You cast your
Yes.
Gias spell on target who's currently beheld to a pact or covenant. To create a target with a spell. Yeah. Alright. Yes. You cast the spell on Narkashan. And there is a moment where you see her brow furrows and gets a look of like annoyed.
There you go. Visualize that casting away. Just throw it away.
Well, that just made this all the more satisfying. As she opens her eyes, and you see the mark on her front, like the claw mark, begin to just burn away.
Nice. It
Ooh.
worked. Woo.
She had something to say at the end.
Oh.
What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
A good thing?
I'm gonna keep it to myself if it's all the same.
Oh, that's fair. Also, the visualizing was bullshit. I just wanted to.
Not threatening our lives or anything, right?
No, a bit more. What?
Cheeky?
proud of you.
Zivadona does not beg.
Oh yeah.
But-
No.
I could
Ooh.
tell.
Nice.
She was displeased.
Even better.
Narkashan is now a normie.
Yeah.
She's a normie!
As she's currently classless. she
She's
is
a
currently a
level 14 nothing.
villager. Yeah. She looks at her hands, and she goes to like, you see like a small of flame, and then it's gone as like the last of her power leaves. Well, I'll have to figure out what to do about that. Guess I should start listening to trees more, right,
Well,
Mira?
I too wanted to do
Welcome
this
to
a
the
bit
No Spell
more,
Club.
a bit
Suppose
more
I
ceremoniously.
That's what I was hoping to do. It's fine.
But I suppose descending into a dark cave where we can barely see anything is just as well.
Sure.
Well,
I can see.
It is going to take you a bit of time to get used to communing with nature, and it took me a while. I leaned on the arcane a lot, and it took a while for me to come around. But
Born in the desert, yeah.
give me a moment,
sympathize.
sister.
I'm just saying.
Actually, that might
But-
be a really good teacher point there, actually. Both
Mhm.
the same home environment.
Mm-hmm.
But I have been thinking about this for a while now. And I think it would be the best tool to get you to learn. The best way for you to get on your feet.
Going to give her a
Okay.
arrow, I know it.
I am going to give you what I was given when I was taught. And Mira is going to reach off of her back and hand her the bow from her backstory that was given to her by Sylvan.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay.
I have carried this with me for some time now, and it has been growing with me. I want to see it grow with you. It is quite the opposite of death and destruction, and has been growing more towards the giving and restoration of life.
I know that we're descending into a dark hole full of water, and I know of some horrible monsters, I'm sure. And this is probably pretty far from trees and plants and nature and such. But I will do my best to honor nature and take this as seriously as you do. She takes the bow. I've never fired a bow before, really, so this will be new.
She's the best teacher around.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Thank
You
you.
will need some time, and we'll get you used to it.
And I'll find something to do with you as he the turtle in her hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be so proud of you.
I
Mira.
will remove the animus bow
The
from
apprentice has an apprentice.
Mira's inventory and put it into mine.
Wanted it to be a
That's
more
a big-
ceremonial, but I've been thinking about that for a while.
I will say, it doesn't immediately make her a ranger by any means.
No,
She's gonna need
no.
some time.
Is that the bow you have the runes on?
It is.
Well, she's part of the permanent party.
All right.
if he can borrow it.
This is the life, but this is Animus Fowl.
I didn't even think about that. Oh well.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine.
I mean, if you ask for it back, I don't think she'd be like.
No.
But either way, we'll
kill her
play
if we
we'll
need
play
to.
it by ear. We'll play it by ear.
We'll deal
I'm
with
sticking in
that.
DM NPC items for now, but
I'll just,
Yeah.
say, hey. I'll just look at her and be like, you got it? And she'll be like, what the hell are you talking about?
yeah.
We don't have that twin thing, you know? It's fine. I didn't think about it either.
Well, that's something I
You know-
100% did not
know what?
think about.
No. Hang on.
You know, if you have a dragon slaying bow, that would be very cool.
That's what I was thinking now, is there a way we can move it over? Essentially.
I was thinking
Because I did not think about that at all.
No, it's
the
a
other bow that you had it on,
It's a
so...
wonderful symbolic gesture that does devastate a lot of plot stuff. I'm going to say that because Jing chose you two, not your weapons specifically, as you hand the bow over, Mira, you do feel this strange pulse of energy as you see the runes disappear off of the Animus bow, and you feel them appearing on your other bow. As it is the bow of a solar. It's a slaying longbow. It is still a divine weapon. So it's not just going on to like a piece of wood. It's going on to something very, very profound. I will allow you to use the slaying longbow for all of the rune and interactions henceforth.
Jing was like, wait a minute.
Jing, in like the extraplanar heaven space that they're in, gets like a bleep 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 alert and is like, she did what? No. No. We can't have that. That was a good catch, AJ. It was a very good catch.
Good catch.
Mm.
Good catch, AJ.
I like that.
If Chris would have realized that, he would have looked into that first. But I did not.
Inspiration,
Yes.
AJ. Inspiration. Let's hope.
AJ get inspiration for sure for that one. Okay, so I will make any note needed to say that you're slaying longbow, which I mean it still makes sense because it can only be returned by like good aligned creatures. It was originally a bow of a solar. It could still hold divine runes, absolutely. But that's funny. All right. So
that's
I will
a neat
have
trick. I wonder if I could do that.
hard to say.
Ooh.
Your new weapons do have a radiant rune on them right now, so that's interesting. As the party,
bequeath someone your sword.
Oh, by the way, that bowstring took a lot of work, so make good use of it.
Did Freya still get that? Did she still have the spear?
Hold on, Mike froze.
Mike froze. He's all happy.
Yes.
They in a very happy pose, so it worked out.
am I good?
You froze.
Because it was weird because Becky was still moving, and Chris and Megan weren't moving for me.
Oh.
You froze with the biggest smile on your
Yeah,
face.
you did. It was great. It wasn't like the
Wonderful.
typical like, weird faces people make.
Yeah.
Like,
my
just out of
internet goes
curiosity,
so slow. Yes.
does Freya still have the spear? Like
Which spear?
The one that was imaged on Sara.
Oh yeah, Freya still has it. In fact, I'll add this to your handouts.
Wasn't it a lance?
It is.
It was a lance.
Lance of the Statue Maker. I'll put it in Freya's inventory.
I mean, yeah, she's a barbarian. She can still use it if she wanted to.
Sure.
Although it is a giant's weapon, so.
It's disadvantage.
You should be able to see. You should be able to see the handout now under Freya's specific inventory.
Nope.
Okay.
All I see is Corvus Fire and the Ouroboros.
Okay, it's probably roll 20 on my end. One sec, let me refresh.
Clearly, I wasn't thinking about doing that long enough because I forgot about that fact.
Okay, just refresh. Check now.
It's easy to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll
I
press.
was more focused on the symbolic nature,
Theatrics.
handing down a
Yeah.
bow from that I got
Yes,
from my
no.
teacher to somebody else who I'm
No,
gonna
yeah, of
teach.
course.
I wasn't thinking about the mechanics of
Okay.
oh shit, I have powerful runes
There
on
it
it.
is.
Okay, good.
The plot.
Yeah,
of things.
the plot
Fine.
that the DM's going like, shit,
I don't
no,
know
you
if she's
can't.
actually gonna use this. I just wanted to know if she still had it.
So, why are we here again?
Right. A ship. You'll see.
Ship.
Maybe
I have to
it'll be
move
working.
the. Just have to change the music out real quick.
A ship requires water.
Well, not this one.
Open water.
Well, you're not wrong.
Please elaborate.
It will be easier to see.
About this time, as
Okay.
the cloud is now just like fully in, you actually do see a number of lights below.
Mm.
As you see, the ship is not where it is in the map because it got moved during the bit of the bridge
Yes.
falling. You do see actually. I need to update this map. It doesn't matter at this point. But there's actually like a
Big
large bone, like spine segment sticking out of the water where the
Alright,
ship
walk on it.
was. And the ship is actually like more over here because it
Oh.
boosted towards the shore. But you
Alright.
actually do see a number of lights like lining the edge of the ship. Like the cockpit area has lights on. The engine has like low lights. It looks like the whole thing is on for the most part, and it's semi-illuminating this space. As the cloud finally descends down from like the shaft into the actual opening here, the core four, you guys characters in your minds here, you're back.
Do I? Because I'm still in the bag.
You know what? Yeah, Q doesn't hear this. You're right. Through three, here, I see you've returned, and I'm sensing a few more.
They're off limits.
They're off limit.
You did not mention bringing others aboard.
Temporary.
Should I be concerned?
Nope. Our deal is still good.
Nope.
He's gonna roll insight.
That's fine.
They just
Roll all
needed the
he
right
want.
back to limestone.
It's like a half a day.
I was gonna say, are
Airspeed.
you? I need to ask, are you being sincere?
I am being sincere.
Because the conversation earlier was drop it in the desert.
Oh, I know,
That's
but
just being
So I need
gremlins.
to know how much of that was. I need to know how much of that was player banter and how much of that was is Peria really planning on doing
Peria's
that?
intent is to fly over the ocean, open a hatch, and let it drop into the water.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just needed to make sure because
That's
there was
Peria's
discussion
intent.
earlier. There was
Otherwise I won't
discussion
know.
earlier of that.
Oh, I know.
Okay. There's a moment of pause, and he goes, "Good. Very well. As I'm sure you can tell, things have been progressing well. A bit ahead of schedule. I was wondering when you'd come back. We should be ready to go whenever you are."
Great. Let's fire up the horse and engines.
You'll have to
Fire
speak
up the
to
grub.
the captain, I
Oh, yeah.
believe,
That's right.
and the turtle.
The turtle.
Like, I don't want to, and Freya isn't actively trying to, but is there any, like, sort of sense she's getting from this?
I'd say Freya and Viscar could give me a.
Pull up a sheet.
I mean, I guess Arcana is the closest thing that could be for this Arcana check.
All right.
Okay, good. She sucks at this.
Negative
both
one.
of
Here we
them
go.
do.
Nice.
Ara has telepathy.
No, you weren't supposed to roll well.
Freya, as you are descending down on this, there is like a tickle. Like it's a strange sensation. Not that your mind is being read, but almost like you can sense the psionic presence of something else nearby. I would say give me an insight check.
Also super great, good at this.
Watch it be a natural 20.
Nat 20.
I would
Nat-
love that so
Nat
much.
20.
I want it.
This guy,
I want it so bad.
Come on.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, that's religion.
It
Let's
is
say
religion.
number.
Well, it's a
Oh,
nat
is it the
one.
same number? I'll take the nat one then. Yeah, you get this
Zero, huh?
tickle.
Sorry,
This
it's
tickle.
one better.
Mm.
Okay, so it was a 1 you got basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
It was a tickle that at first you're like, something's off, something's weird, and then you look over at Viscar and your heart skips a beat and you're like, oh, it's probably just him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Achoo.
Aww.
Oh,
Um,
man.
yeah.
That would've been fun.
That was funny. As the party, the cloud descends down towards the ship. You see Narkushan is like kind of like leaning over the cloud. I've never seen a ship of this make before.
Yes.
You said it was made of metal, but this is not what I was expecting.
There's a reason we wanted to sever the connection.
I understand now. And by the way, I never noticed it before, but I had this constant feeling of like weight on my shoulders that is just so gone now.
Isn't it great?
It's wonderful. I see Paisan's like, this looks like a big, I don't know, tube. I don't really know how this stuff works, but it's impressive. It's glowing. That's pretty good.
Oh, wait.
Yes,
Hold
the
on.
glowing is
I have to make a wisdom save.
concerning.
Do you? What?
For Viscar.
You
Oh,
do,
boy.
actually. Good
Oh.
catch. Good catch.
Oh,
Whew.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Iskar sees the
damn.
water and is just like, maybe later. You did not have to leap 100 feet from the cloud and swan dive into the water. That is funny.
Mm.
Dang it. That would be fun.
What a...
That was fine.
Oh,
What?
man.
I would have been like, is he secretly a fish? Like,
Not so secret.
Yeah, no.
Okay. The cloud descends down until it's down near the shore, and you do see there is like an open door for entry onto the ship. And I guess I'll move us interior side.
amazing.
Oh, there's so many fucking people.
Yeah.
I have never seen architecture like this before.
I'll say the entry to the ship is primarily like, kind of like it sits up on its landing gear, and there's like a hatch that
Mhm.
you walk up into the ship from.
Cool.
And I'll put us all, so many of us.
Freya, we're in a metal whale.
yeah.
I believe this
as
is
you-
some sort of building.
Oh, right, there's a camel.
Yes. You step in and you see Brog is like, there's a camel sitting on the ground, like laying down, and Brog is just like petting the head, like, that's a good desert dog. Nice big desert dog. Okay. You
Guess
guys
we're gonna
are
move
in
through.
the ship.
This place looks much better.
That was so cool. Where's the off limits cargo hold direction?
The cargo hold is there is like a, I'm gonna say there's this, I don't have all the levels here because it's still being repaired, but there is like another hatch that like right near this one that goes down into the cargo area.
Mm.
The cargo area is like below where Brog is. It's like this large
Gotcha.
area
Okay.
underneath there.
Mm.
There's just a big caution tape.
Yes.
Mm.
In fact, I will put a second one of these here. We'll say that that's
Mm. Woo, woo. Mm.
Okay.
So,
Arkashan steps out. It's like,
mhm.
okay, this is new. So how am I supposed to connect to nature in here exactly?
You're not. This is where we will
Great.
practice shooting your new bow. We'll find
Great.
somewhere. Somewhere that you can't break things.
Drake pops out. Smells weird. Don't like. Kind of comes over to Narkashan. And Brog's like, "Oh, you're back."
Oh, tell him not to eat the camel.
Oh yeah, Narkashan's like, "Don't eat the camel. I see big desert dog. We're camel. Don't eat any of the dogs."
As
Frog.
Mario let you out.
I think at this point, Peria.
It's so
Oh, I can't
boring.
hear you. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Megan's mic has died on us, unfortunately.
Seems it.
Dearly deceased.
Nope.
Da-da.
Nope, she knows that.
Oh, you're good.
Maybe. Okay.
There you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Why
Oh,
not?
good. Technology. Hey, I had my own blip. It's fine.
So I got a question. Dara being who she is,
Yeah.
she knows about metal. She probably
Yes.
knows about metal.
I would think so.
She would
She's
know
probably
that
she's probably having a very tough moment right now where she can kind of
Yeah.
sense the earth and materials in the metal.
yeah, she's gonna touch the metal, and there is a oh gosh, where's her? I think she can be telepathic, and she's gonna try to detect thoughts on the metal. I know that sounds weird.
Oh, on the metal. Interesting.
Hold on a second. I have telepathic. Speak telepathically to any creature. She thinks it. Knowing her, she's like, okay, well,
She's
this
made
seems to be
of
a creature.
earth, yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna cast detect thoughts. I know that sounds weird,
Okay.
but she's gonna be like, "Can you hear me?" Hello?
I need Dara to give a wisdom save.
All right. Cool. Wisdom save. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I don't have anything for that. Oh my god, I'm looking at Medea's. Oh yes, much better for wisdom save. Okay.
Okay. You reach out your thoughts to the metal. And as you're trying to connect, there is a sudden loud response. But not in your head. Out loud verbally. What's the rock girl doing?
What was that?
I have no idea.
Welcome back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
I can
talking out
fucking
loud?
hear you.
She doesn't know about speakers.
I know.
Um,
It's the voice of the ship. It literally.
are you in pain? Are you struggling?
You will tap on the shoulder. I know this is gonna sound weird. You're talking to the ship's AI, which is
AI.
The ship is. The ship is. Oh,
Oh no! Oh no, Mike. You good, Mike?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm good.
Okay. AI.
yeah. You're not talking to like a creature or anything. It's more like the ship. I think the ship was kind of alive. Kind of.
No.
I know that.
You're talking to the ship.
Whatever.
I know I'm talking to the metal, and I point at the metal.
Yep. That's
Sure.
right.
Are we good to go?
Yeah, I guess.
Dara is so
Very
confused.
much so, yeah.
I don't know what What's happening?
Yeah, I
This is
guess we're
happening.
good to go. There's a lot more of you than last time. I
Where's
didn't.
that coming
I don't
from?
have seats for all of you.
Yeah,
The turtle put in like 4 chairs, so.
we're dropping some of them off close by.
Okay, well, you're gonna be dropping them into the stratosphere if they don't have fucking chairs to hang on to. Anyways, it's not my problem. Do whatever you want to do. Cockpit's ready. It's got 4 chairs. Or 5, technically. 1 for Brog, I guess.
All
No,
right.
Adara's just gonna start like walking around, pacing around, like trying to find where that sound is coming from because she knows it's not in her head. Why isn't it working? This is so strange. Like she's
Yeah.
is this the cause? Like, she's gonna look at like the sparky.
Touching everything, yeah.
Don't
she is.
think on it too hard. Trust me. We're gonna be dropping it home soon anyways.
Yes, this is all alien to me.
Mm.
I would like to go home.
Let's please go.
Let's
Yep.
please.
Please.
Hey,
Alright,
She just sits down and she's like kind of like huddled a little bit, like
mm-hmm.
it's not how it's supposed to be.
Rog, any suggestions on helping everyone else be safe on takeoff?
Yeah, I guess find something and hold on real tight would be my
Medea,
suggestion.
hold on to Pizing. I got the mine.
Pizing turns redder somehow. Yep, this'll work just fine.
I'm gonna go check out these seats. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Brock will start heading over that way.
Oh my gosh.
Sit here.
Where are the seats at?
The front. Go
Oh,
south.
okay.
Go south.
All right, let's go, Pizing. Let's at least go with the group.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, you two,
so.
you two can share a seat.
Oh God.
Just sit on his lap.
Oh, no, he can sit in mine. That.
No, no, you know what? I'm gonna stand right here and just hold
No
on
one,
to the
no one gets a seat.
No, 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 no.
We're both,
Just
both sitting in an armrest.
Like you could force them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
You don't know that. I could roll pretty well.
Actually,
Oh my God,
it's a
that
save.
was really
Actually,
well.
it's
That's a
even with the 0.
straight
Yeah,
save.
it's rolling a 19.
Still, it would
Good
be
job.
a 18 then.
It's still
Okay.
I
If you want to
Yeah.
resist, go ahead. I'm pushing you
I
two
will.
together.
I will resist. I'll do it
That
on my own
hard.
accord. Thank you.
Strength
Strength
check.
save. Strength
Check.
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 Mine's an-
well, shit.
Yeah, ours is both crap. Mine's an
Paisan
18.
is
but-
gonna.
I
Paisan
just
looks
go-
at Mira and like pretends like he's fighting it and is like, "Oh, Mira, how could you?" As he goes into the seat. Oh, come on.
Oh, that's hilarious.
There, now put this just what's
There are
this
some straps.
strap around you? I don't
What
know.
are these?
Brog learns from the seat. Captain says they're seat belts. Oh my God, you people don't know about. Okay, everyone, small lesson. This is what we call a seat belt. It's like a rope that you put on yourself so you don't fall out of the fucking chair when I move max speeds.
What
What's our
is
max
what is
speed?
Mach speed?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not even
the
gonna
ship.
go into it.
I guess
You're
Tilda
all going
just-
to die.
Oh, great.
Narkashan will come up, and I think Narkashan will also like at like the closed door, just
Mhm.
be like, "Okay, I'm a little nervous now." Dara's back with the camel and the dogs.
Yes. I am with the camel and the dogs. Things I've seen before. Things that are familiar to me.
All right.
Narkashan, you can take the last seat. I'm gonna hold on to Peria's chair.
Oh well.
Fly
Don't
into
hear me
the
arguing.
mirror.
Just runs up. Drake's can come up and.
I guess
Okay.
Peria and this are like gonna kind of hold themselves in between whatever this is in the wall.
They gotta brace.
I got sharp claws.
Okay.
Into the metal.
As long as you're not going Mach speed this way or this way, you'll be all right.
Okay.
I'm
So
assuming it's gonna go.
once we exit the hole, which by the way will be a little rocky, it's not exactly meant for takeoffs, but once we're out in the open air, finally, once again, what direction am I going?
East.
We need to stop
East.
at the
Limestone.
village. Yes.
Stop. We need to stop somewhere. I don't think
We're
I've
not allowed?
explained to you. I'm not
Legal.
exactly fully operational. We're supposed to be going somewhere for me to get repaired.
Can
Well,
you slow down?
We can try.
This is
Oh God.
Okay.
Is there a? Let's plan this out before we start going. Is there a hatch we can open, like a window, and then they can jump out?
there's a hatch already.
Not
There
that
is,
one.
there is.
Just a different one.
I guess I could open the entrance, like the entry door,
Yeah, let's do that.
basically the hatch you guys went in.
Yeah.
I could open that mid-flight. You all can fly, I'm guessing, or
Yeah.
fall well.
Fall well.
No, I
Fall
cannot
well, okay.
fly.
I can carry. I mean, sorry, Viscar has to talk like this. Viscar can fly momentarily.
I can break my fall, I suppose.
Wait a minute, I have an idea. Harriet, check the lines that we're in.
Oh.
Huh? Good point.
Oh,
I mean,
that's funny.
Tilna is a monk, so she'll avoid some of the fall damage.
What'd you roll? 12,
Dara,
118?
Dara does have fly,
Ring of water
so
walking.
she can.
Potion of climbing. Darren's instant fortress.
Damn.
Just throw out a fortress right as you fall.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Could be a pillow fortress.
So
Sure.
Dara
Mattress
doesn't hear you
fortress.
guys saying this, but she
We need
does have fly. She does have you know, it's
Okay.
her third level, so she could upcast that.
Can we go? Where's Dara? Dara.
She's
in
with
the
the
back.
camels.
She's still with the camels.
Dara. Hello, Dara. Can you please join
Yes.
us in the front? Come to the front.
Sure.
It feels the
What
same.
is needed?
You.
Oh. She's not very bright. She's kind of like taken aback by all this metal.
Oh yeah,
And
that
the
reminds me.
voices.
Braga, go back.
I was gonna
And-
secure the animals, probably.
Oh my god.
Splat.
Throw them in a gargle hold. Oof.
Nom, nom, nom. Yeah.
You guys hear the sounds of like like metal grinding and turning, and he comes back.
They're strapped in.
They're strapped down.
Oh.
They're not super comfortable, but it's only for a little while. It's better than them splatting against the engine.
So
I've grown to like
Dara.
those dogs.
Yes.
fine. Let's go sit next to Viscar and Freya for the
Okay.
journey. And then when we get to Limestone, you
Mhm.
guys are gonna jump out. 'Cause
Fantastic.
we can't stop apparently. So
Oh.
we're gonna go real
Why
slow.
Aren't we going by sea?
No.
Is there a cavern that reaches the sea from here?
No.
Like, she doesn't know this shit's gonna be flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at
Yes.
all.
Yes.
Due to Peria and Ancient Elkin, if we can't stop, how are we gonna drop off you know who?
Same premise.
I mean,
Well,
that was
splash.
the idea, was
Yes.
basically just to get over the ocean and just
And then splash.
drop it, essentially.
Okay,
That was genuinely what
Yeah.
Ableth wanted.
Yes.
okay, I want
He'll survive a little bit of splash damage.
I say if we
It can
fly
also
up-
sort of telekinetically. It has like a hover speed, it just can't like fly.
Alright.
So,
Let's do
let's see. I can cast to 6th level, I think. with
Oh,
my
so you can
Mystic-
get like
Mystic
everyone.
Arcanum. Yeah, I have 6th level spell.
Narkashan's like, if only we had waited just a little longer, I could have done some stuff, but I'm
This
useless
is
right
more
now.
fun.
Sure.
It's fine. Dara, you take care of her, playing to Kristen's other character. I'll stick
okay.
with Misty.
Will you
But
be all
nobody just
right?
has Featherfall.
No, I do not. Don't think she does.
No, I wouldn't expect it.
I mean,
No.
so like, Tilna can probably hop out fine. She's a monk, so she ignores.
As long as you guys aren't
Just
like
take the fly.
in the clouds, like if you just
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she'll take the
Go-
fly, but also, let's see. 5 times monk level. So 1155. She would ignore 55 points
of damage.
of damage.
Okay, that's not
Well,
bad.
if she doesn't want the help, that's fine.
But she'll take the
And,
fly spell if it's
This current
offered.
Freya can just rage fall.
Yeah.
I can fly for
I'm
a
kidding.
minute.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
Gets so
Alrighty.
angry that you just. Oh,
magical.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like genuinely, Paisane could probably survive a pretty big fall just by raging.
Yeah.
Enough HP. Okay, so you guys all find ways to strap yourselves in on this makeshift, patched up ship. You've got your plan of sorts, and
Oh, Ron, could you do what you did for the dogs back there for the points to Narcason's buddy?
oh yeah, 1 second.
Cute.
Okay,
The
there.
bag.
Okay, there, big scale doggy. 1 sec, I'll get you. And
Everything's a
he
dog.
Yeah, well,
puts his hand
yes.
up, and his ring glows slightly as you see some, like he pulls out like some like wrenches and like some tools out of his pockets, which then bend and elongate as he basically creates like a strap out of metal that just anchors it down. And you see he's like, what's happening? What's and Narcason's like, it's fine, this is so you don't die. Oh, thank you, tasty looking turtle man. Scaly dog can talk, that's weird.
Scary dog. Scary dog.
All right. He goes
Oh
back
my.
to the captain's chair, even though he's not necessarily. And
we have-
to Perry's chair with some rope as well. As she hangs
okay, tie it
Do
down.
we have-
Okay.
Go into the bag.
Nope. Nope. Don't want to do that again.
I'll say I'll keep it open.
I
No.
forgot the question. Do we have enough juice for the
Yes.
ship?
I'm pretty sure Jacqueline is that already.
Yeah, you hear the voice
Okay,
of
just
the
making sure.
captain. This is also why the whole stopping thing not an option.
Right.
We gotta
okay.
get to the repair bay, wherever that is. I'm sure you've got that. You thought this out, right?
Yes, it's the Holy Land.
Okay.
Yes, we
I
did.
don't know
It's
what that means
the
necessarily, but
island
okay.
off.
Where I was for years. Understood. Got it. Back there. Where there?
More west. I know the geography, but Megan is failing.
Okay.
But
Spot a landmark and let me know, and I'll move.
yeah, I will.
So
for all the
like
maps.
north of the tower.
Hold on, I gotta find the dang map.
No, it's not. It's literally like off the western
is.
coast
Yeah.
of the mainland.
Yes, where the mountains are.
Oh,
Olympus.
right. We're trying to go. Right.
Yeah,
to
William.
there.
Yeah.
to the
In William
Invilium.
Gate.
Villiam Gate.
Mm-hmm. Once you get close, you have to message Soren, and he'll burn a little bit of power from the divinity drive to open
Yes.
a portal, essentially.
Yes.
So
Okay.
how long would it take to get to the Villiam Gate from here? If we have to be strapped in, saying about mock stuff.
Gotta pee. We should take bathroom breaks. Go to the bathroom now.
In my prime, we'd get there in a day. Easy. I don't know. It could be less, more.
This is
Alright.
He's old.
I'm not in the best shape. Anyways, you all strapped in?
Yep.
Mhm.
Can I cast
Not
guidance
the
on
most
ship?
part. Like I'm sitting on
Guidance on
top of
ship.
Paisane.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I will
Okay.
not move.
All right. As you all strap in, Brog reaches forward, and there are some like switches on like a board in front of me. He's pressing them. Like, okay, Captain, pressing the big red button now.
Red. Why is it red, not green?
No, it's a big red button. And it says, "Do not press."
As he goes to say that, you go, no, not that one, no. Sorry, Captain, I'm colorblind. Why are you sitting there? I'll handle it. No manual controls until we get to the bay. God, help us. You feel the ship
Funny.
shudder, and like there's this rumbling as there's this feeling of like your feet going out from under you temporarily, kind of like when you were on the cloud earlier, but heavier. And you see it you actually see out like the front window rotating slightly as it's getting into position to move out of the cavern. As it's rumbling, you like out of the wall you see ping, like a screw pops out of the wall, and see Brog reaches over, nope, and like the screw lifts up and back in with his hand. Okay, well, I'm sure that's a fluke. And you're ting, 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 a few more, and he's like, 1 second, and he starts moving his hands as the screws are moved back into place. This is fine, everything's fine. Don't worry. As the ship begins to like vibrate slightly.
There's a little mending thing, a little bug.
The four of you here in your mind. It seems we're ready to go finally. It sounds like this vessel is not holding up well. I'll help a bit. And all of like the screws that are like falling out stop and also like move back in. Like you see, Brog's like, "Ooh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Wow, I'm better than I thought." As you feel there is like some like psychic presence also helping to keep the ship intact. And you all, the four of you here, I really must thank you. I was not expecting a rescue of this type. I promise I will uphold my end of our deal. I shall not enslave mankind or anything of that sort. Once we are over an ocean, let me know, and I shall release myself, and we will part ways.
Alright.
Okay.
No problem.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
All in a day's work,
as-
helping an eldritch abomination.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are good people.
Are we good people? I don't know.
Well, I mean, are we good people if we just kill it?
Maybe.
This is
Uh,
Future? Yeah.
This is next campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As
Be
the ship
trying to kill that thing.
shudders and begins to move, you see like it angles up towards the hole in the ceiling, and you hear the voice of the captain go, "Okay, this is gonna be a little rocky." As you hear this like throwing like
Oh, he made a joke.
sound as like the engines kick on, and then this impact as you're all pushed into your chairs as it immediately
Pushed into Pisey.
hitting into the side of the wall and skirting up as it's sliding and scraping up the side of the chasm. Tons of rock and sparks breaking off the front. You see Brog go, it's fine, as he's like holding like a metal plate up against the wall with his ring. Like, it's fine. And it just sort of continues sliding and grinding up until eventually it gets just off the wall and kind of is going completely midair, vertically straight up. Everyone in the cockpit that wasn't in a seat is plastered against the back wall as it rockets up into the sky. And before you know it, you are up above the Bardes Dunes. Once again, not aboard a cloud, but a screaming metal death trap as it hits sort of the apex of its arc and stalls. As it begins to
Oh my god!
nosedive. You hear, we're having some technical shit. Okay. And as it's beginning to nosedive, You see everything kind of flash on and off, and
Oh, okay.
Brog goes, "It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're fine. We're gonna die." You're now going back down towards the chasm, and after a moment, it's gonna burn up a little bit more energy than I thought. As everything kicks back on and the engines kick on, and you level out just as you're about to hit the dunes below, and just kick up like a sandstorm beneath you as your ship begins to move eastward.
My God.
Like Medea was like fully embracing Paizen.
Yeah,
And she was
He
just
was clutched
screaming.
under.
We were just
The
screaming.
entire time,
Yeah.
Harry was just screaming.
Yeah.
Sean's like, "I gave up my parts for this."
And she's like, "This is awesome."
Yeah.
He was like, death, yes.
Clutching my quiver. I don't need a dimension door. I don't need a dimension door. I don't need a dimension door.
Yeah. I think Narcushan tried to teleport a few times. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck. Right, as everything calms down, the ship hits a pace, and it rocks a bit, and then you see like everything kind of like falls into place as it all evens out. Brog's like, "Okay, it's okay, it's okay, hey, it's okay, it's actually okay. Oh shit, it's okay." Okay, everything according to plan. As it levels out, and you hear the static sound of the captain cutting in and out. I think we're okay. Is everyone still alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Barry is still screaming.
It's the most intense roller coaster ever. Yeah.
Narcushan's hair is just everywhere.
She just reaches around, puts her hand over to Barry's mouth. It's okay, we're good.
Okay.
Talk about adrenaline.
Okay. All right. East it is. And with that, the ship begins to move east. You four hear the voice enter your mind again. That seemed a bit more precarious than expected. I hope everything's all right for the rest of the trip. The moment we're over the open ocean, please let me know. I would not like to remain aboard this any longer than necessary.
Nope.
Why would that possibly be?
Okay.
Watch, we need to keep the obelisk so we don't crash.
As you guys are now flying over the dunes of Bardest, heading westward, eastward, keeping a steady pace. You guys are moving faster than you've ever moved on any other vessel or form. Within the scope of an hour, you can see limestone in the distance.
Slow down.
All right, we need to slow down a little bit and open the door for the
Right.
others.
Okay, so where are we dropping them exactly?
Near
The
that,
town?
How
Okay.
about in the water, just
Yeah, just-
slightly north of the
they
town?
could-
That makes a bit more sense. We'll do that.
They can jump in the river.
Yeah,
Okay.
very nice
So-
sandbar.
As
Nice
the
little
ship is
vacation.
reaching over limestone, you can just imagine the people of limestone hearing this roaring, like, fiery sound of something across the skies as this big metal smoking burning thing just vroom, over the entire city. The remaining members of the Bardest team gather around the entrance as it opens and it's just wind rushing in. It's like, okay, you're good to jump whatever.
Alright. I guess we'll see you back at the capital, Paizen.
Bye.
I
Yeah,
can say it's been fun, but it
eventually.
hasn't.
Okie dokie, we start jumping now.
Yep, we're gonna jump to this car.
Okay.
I'll
And then-
jump with Tilna. And
Yeah,
I would
Tilna.
have done the
Okay.
Fly.
Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, the four limestonians of sorts jump out of the ship, and as the ship, even going slow, still zooms off, four figures fall and then like fly activates, begin to
Scar will
slowly
carry Freya.
descend. In limestone, a group is gathered underneath,
What?
underneath the site of this, and there are the 4 figures just flying down from this giant metal machine. It's a sign,
God.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's that for
Yep.
limestone. um,
Uh,
Meanwhile,
Great.
the
Great.
remaining
I love it.
party of 4 plus Narkashan, Paisan, and Brog aboard the ship settle in as you hear the captain's voice come over. Okay, well, keeping this pace, we should be there in about a day. Seems I've still got it in me.
All right.
Power should last us the way, though. So,
We're not gonna fly out of our seats, are we?
nope,
Sorry.
not
I'm not going to fly out
anymore.
of our seats, are we?
Are we free to move
I
about the
forgot
cabin?
that.
Yeah, you're like a little light appears. You are free to move about the cabin.
Cabin.
Alright,
Refreshments will be
I love
served.
that.
Never.
this is AJ asking. So if we
Right.
keep going east, we're gonna go over the
I'll put us on the
Bad-
world map.
Yeah, let's go to
bad
the world
sea,
map.
right?
What?
The what?
Let's see.
We're gonna be going over the bad sea if we keep going
No,
east.
no,
No.
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 You're going to be going over the
Manifest.
Manifest Sea. Boundary Ocean is to the west of Bardest. You guys are going to be moving primarily east with a little bit north.
At least to
Three-
manifest
Oh,
its
wait.
freedom,
Roughly.
I guess.
Yeah,
Aren't we-
where are we?
we're-
talking about this
We're right
place?
here.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. You're right. It's pretty much
Yeah.
exactly east. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Slight tinge.
Least.
You're
to
dropping
the
it
north.
wherever you'd like once you reach
Let's-
open
let's-
ocean.
Drop
Probably
it
like middle.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the middle.
in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
guess
We want it far enough
Parties.
away from Bardas.
For people. Yeah.
From people.
All right. Is there anything you guys would like to do during this day of travel aboard the Spyware?
All right, Narkushan, it is time to make you not useless.
Oh, we're
Makes
doing this right now.
sense.
Okay.
We have time to kill.
I suppose that's true.
And I
Does
understood
anybody
it.
get like?
Air
Does
sick?
anybody get airsick? Yeah.
Or
I think
what is it? Altitude sickness?
Yeah.
I mean, we've flown on
I would say, yeah,
cloud.
you guys have flown on giant birds and clouds
that's
and
fast,
various
though.
magical things.
Usually
Not
I'm
as
the bird
fast.
though.
I will say, I think, unless you'd like to rule it that your character would, I'm not going to force
Okay.
anyone to make Constitution saves or anything.
My
for
ears
this.
are popping.
There is,
Yeah.
I'll say all of you have a general sense of discomfort at your first time flying like this.
Oh,
It's
Fair.
not great.
Mm.
Your ears definitely popped. There's that weird like sense of stuffiness, and it takes a moment to get your legs as you're a little wobbly as you get up from the seat,
Need some
And-
chewing gum.
Get up from Pising.
and to get like a
Sorry.
little thing of Coke and some pretzels.
Yeah.
Crackers.
Good, Betty?
All right, so
No.
Narkashan and Mira can go into like a hallway or something and practice archery, I suppose, on the ship.
I have blunt
I'd say
arrows.
after like what?
I have blunt arrows. We can.
Yeah, blunt arrows. I will say after like a few minutes of doing this, you hear the captain go, "Are you serious? You're shooting me from the inside? Wow. Okay, sure. Why not? Just take a shit while you're at it. No respect."
Is there a place to go on this ship? Is that
Turtle, where have you
something
been
that
going?
Oh
In
no.
the pot.
I was kind of stepping outside every time I needed to do my business. One
Right
second, I'll go
in the
fix us a
water.
hole. She gets up. He's like, I'll go fix us a hole somewhere. He goes out and
Oh,
steps into another part of the ship.
wonderful. I'd rather go in the forest or something. I'd
I'll
have
put us
leaves at
back.
least.
I'll put us back on the interior for now.
Mhm.
And these are not here anymore. They are gone.
Gone.
Gathered.
Bye bye.
Reduced to atoms. Right. So Narkashan and Mira can go in like one of these side rooms. Essentially.
That was scary. Oh, Captain, how much power did we use?
It's a good point. Let me. He like checks like a reading. The takeout alone was like a solid 20%. We've used 10% before for when we were testing the invisibility. So, keeping in general upkeep, I'd say about 40%'s been used. So we got about 60% power left. Not
Do
bad.
you think that's going to get us where we need to go?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's a hope.
If not, I hate to do it, but I guess I could give up my ring again, rather than us crashing and dying in the middle of the ocean. That's
Well, we
fine.
do have
It's
other
Yeah, we have
rings.
other
We have
ones.
other ones.
Okay, then I'll just keep mine.
Yeah, no, I
He's like,
think
"I'm
it's
really good."
very important you keep yours, because in case this thing starts to fall apart, you're kind of our only option.
Okay. Sounds good.
How are the animals?
They're freaked
Scared?
out, but alive,
Oh,
definitely.
okay, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Take it.
I look at the animal. I'm like trying to calm them down. I'm not exactly good with calming the
Yeah.
animals down, but it's alright.
Paisan will help. Paisan will try to help. It's like, easy there, sand dog. It's a camel, right? This is a camel,
It's a
right?
camel.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, the camel.
Just wanted to make sure. Just want to make sure. I wasn't sure. He was calling it like a desert dog so much.
Desert
I wasn't
dog.
sure.
Yeah, he thinks everything's dogs.
Peria, you had something?
Yes. I got. Does the ship have like a? Does it have a GPS?
No.
Does it have?
You imagine
Radar.
it might eventually. This is very much the. It was definitely
work.
broken, and now it works, kind of not really version of the ship.
Okay.
This was a man in a cave with a box of scraps building it in a week.
Did a great job.
Yeah, well, he had the power of Magneto, so it helps.
I guess we're going. Is there a back window? Like, is there a
Not
way to
particularly
see opposite?
to see behind you. I'd say
Yeah.
like maybe like along these like hallways there might be some like
Okay.
windows. Yes.
All right. I guess when I can't see land anymore, I'll see how long that took. I guess with the
Yeah.
chronometer, and then say it was
Okay.
an hour. Say.
Sure. Yeah.
Wait another hour. And
Okay. To
then,
like your open water.
yeah. And then be like, okay, in the head to Uraka, the abandoned.
Yes.
We're gonna abandon you. Abandon ship.
Prepared for
Get out of here.
abandoned ship. Okay.
Very well. Are you certain this is a good spot?
Well, it's not above land. Can't see the land, and it's been an hour since last saw the land. So,
Is that so?
yes.
Captain, please confirm. And you hear the sound of the captain go, "Oh yeah, they're telling the truth." And you hear in your mind, "Well, now I'm just unsure."
Would you like to take a peek yourself? Like, open it? I mean,
You
you're the
sense-
one.
You sense a feeling of incredible disbelief and confusion from it. Really?
Deal with that some other time.
You're actually following through with your end.
Yes. As much as it pains me, yes. That's all I expect to say.
I must say, I had every belief that this was going to go a very different way. I feel a little bit bad now.
What'd you do?
Oh, yeah, what'd you do? Yeah.
Oh, nothing. I just had some contingencies in place. But it seems I will not need them.
Okay. May I incite the
You
nothing?
may.
Liar.
Yeah.
16. It's not terrible.
16?
Yeah,
That's
fine.
not too bad.
It sounds like he had something ready to
Yeah.
fuck you guys up with if
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
fair.
tried to mess with him, because
Like, you know,
there's no-
destroy the ship.
potentially, yeah, maybe the psychic powers could rend some stuff out of the walls.
Yeah, like the engines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who needs engines? Oh wait,
We do.
we do.
Interesting. Well, then I suppose this is farewell. I will remember you, as I never forget anything, and my memories are passed along to my next self. The
Well,
memory of this deal will continue for all
that's
of time.
reassuring.
I hope it is, for I now owe you something.
Nice.
Say that? Nice.
Definitely.
Captain, I'm ready when you are. All right, opening the bay, and you hear everyone on the ship feels like this shaking and hears a shuddering. So Pison's like, especially since Pison's right above it, he's like, oh god, I think the ship might be coming apart again. As there is the sound of what sounds like rushing water, as it's the cargo bay is emptied of a giant deluge of water, and this huge like sliding sound and like as something slurps out the back, some big sticky aboleth, and it's Perry. You just barely get a glimpse of it out of like one of the windows as you see like tentacles flailing midair, and then right before they hit the water, stops, and it's like this large squid-like creature hovering midair, and you see it almost like looks back towards the disappearing ship, and you just hear in your mind, "Thank you, sincerely," and then it goes into the water as
I feel gross.
Uraka, the aboleth, is now loose in the ocean.
Yay!
The moment it leaves and like the ship continues, the captain's voice goes, "Oh, motherfucker!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how long has that been happening?"
What?
Maybe a week. Maybe
Oh.
longer. Hard to say.
Oh, he's lucky I don't have weapons. Stupid fish thing to control me.
Cthulhu, as you say.
Yeah, Cthulhu.
Yeah.
All right. Well, did I do anything weird in the last week?
No?
Okay, good, because I don't think I was myself.
Wait, Atlas can control AIs?
It's an intelligence.
As long as it's intelligent.
Mhm.
And he had a
It has a sentience.
long time together.
He had a week of alone time with Brog and the captain. He didn't. In fact, I will say, Peria
For
did
the
the
deal.
thing. Did a thing on Brog,
Frog.
with remove with the Oathbreaker thing. Brog was never the one he meant.
Yeah.
He had been controlling the ship for a very long time.
I had a suspicion.
You
But
guys just
it worked
avoided
out.
a pretty tough boss fight. Actually.
Yay!
It'll be a future boss fight if we ever have to.
Oh, I
fight
mean,
again.
with the ship on its side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know,
All right.
lair action, bursting,
Yeah.
shoving us against a wall.
Essentially.
Yep.
Yes.
Super fun.
Cool.
You didn't see it necessarily, but a lot of I'll also put these out there for you. A lot of these went out with it.
Great. I know what that is. Yeah.
And these as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
It's like a
recognize
jellyfish ghost.
the chul, but not that.
Cool.
There were a lot of things in that cargo area
Very
other than the
sus.
Aboleth that had been kind of
Yay.
stockpiled over the week.
Yeah.
Ew.
So you opened the cargo bay and just hordes of eldritch abominations fell into the sea.
What?
That wasn't part of the deal. It was just you.
Some calamari.
The DM is actually caught off guard. Did not expect you all to honor the deal with the Aboleth, but good on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You gave me a toy for free.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
It's my birthday.
But like I said, it's next campaign party problem.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, someone else can deal with it.
Not us, we're retired.
Imagine as the ship peels away, a boat comes on the horizon, and like Felix Tierbrin and
Oh my
like, all right, that artifact we're looking for is under the water, right around here somewhere.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Okay. So with that, Narkishan and Amira get some archery training. I'm not going to do any rolls. It's just basically
Yeah.
you're getting through the basics. It'll be much more of a over time. You're going to convert her into a new class sort of situation. Is there anything anyone else would like to accomplish during this day of travel
Yes.
from Ardes to Polyond? Okay.
As you can see, like she went off to a side.
Mhm. Sorry, could you repeat that?
She's gonna pull out the sending stone to Orlith.
Okay.
Hey Mom, do you have a moment?
For you, I have many.
Just want to let you know, the last celestial creature to restore the Aurora has been found. Convinced to be their patron, and the Aurora should be back soon.
Wonderful, I suppose.
I have talked to him. I have entreated him to try to speak to the global emperor to maybe alliance with Crimson Birds. Not sure how well it's gonna go because I know the global emperor does not trust the Verdants at all.
I wouldn't expect much. Boreas has been difficult lately, and even before, we've always had some good relations with the Cobalt before everything happened. But Verdant was always a sore spot.
Yeah.
We'll try.
I'm hoping this conversation.
Sorry, you have to repeat that? Cutting out a little bit.
Hoping the conversations I had with Bill might cause him to push a little. But we'll see. But I'm primarily calling because I still don't know what's gonna happen to me. And
Right.
if this is the last chance I have to say it, I just want to
Don't
let
you
know.
dare speak like that.
I just want you to know I love you very much.
And I you. You're going to be fine.
I really hope so. Because I want to help. I still want to help Harriet stop everything that's happening. I want to fix the sale and I want a chance to live with the family for once.
I want that too very much. I'm looking forward to the day when Susail is at peace again, whatever that looks like, and the world isn't on the verge of total annihilation, and I can have you both here and we can see what it's like to be a family, because I'll be honest, I don't really know either. It'll be something for all of us to explore.
Yeah, even Harriet. She was stuck with a.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Please do keep in touch.
I will. Bye.
Bye. And feel the
So hang
connection fade. Yep.
I hate emotions.
She's like, I hate emotions. What is this?
No emotions.
What is this?
I'm leaking.
Ew, disgusting. Yeah.
Cute, come
Feelings.
sit down and like wiping her eyes or anything.
She's not wiping her eyes, but you can tell she's kind of. She's very solemn right now.
Hmm.
Wrong's not in the room because he went to go do something. Went to go make the latrine.
Did you want to talk about it, Q? Or did you want to sit here in silence?
I was just talking to Mom about how the war is guaranteed restored and about how this might be my last night here.
Squeeze the hugs. You're not allowed to talk about it like that.
She will definitely hug her back.
Well, we'll hopefully be in the Invilium before nightfall, so if anything weird happens, you
Who
know.
knows, maybe Soren might be able to.
Max.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get something shortly.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We're prepared.
Totally.
Yeah, definitely. Not winging things at all.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Squeeze! Go sit back in my own seat.
Alright, she doesn't know anything else specific she's gonna do for the rest of the time.
Anyone else have anything they want to accomplish?
Oh my.
Not in particular.
Hmm.
I have one thing.
Okay.
I don't know if Becky, though, was ruminating on something.
I'm ruminating. Go ahead.
Okay.
Give it some time.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
That's fine.
I'll attempt to use Tolo's sending stone.
Okay.
Because I know it's through the Imbilium potentially, so it might not work.
Right.
Right.
Hello? Is this thing on? Test 1, 2,
Just see if
3.
he's. Actually, as you hit it, there's a moment of pause, and then, sorry, I was deep in thought. What can I do for you?
We're on the way to the Invilium gate. Like, we'll be there in, I don't know, half a day or so. Like,
I guess I should go and inform Soren.
Yes, please.
Very well.
I have no idea how fast we're going, but we're going to be coming in, as they say, hot.
Understood.
Yeah.
Well,
So if there's any valuables, scoot them out of the way.
Of course, I will make sure he knows. I would. I guess I'll have to ask him exactly how it's going to work. I've never really seen anything like this, so I'm going to just assume you're going to be aiming for a big glowing portal somewhere.
I hope so. Yep.
Okay. Lovely. I'll let him know you're coming in. Do you have the ability to slow down? That's probably something I should be asking clarification-wise. You see you're coming in hot. Is this like crash landing or?
Spyware?
Yes.
Do we have the ability to slow down when we arrive at the repair dock, as you say?
Yeah, as long as you don't have to like stop and take off again, I can do a stop. Stopping is fine once.
Okay.
I don't have enough power for another whole takeoff again.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification. Spyware. This is so weird.
Keep looking at that stupid stone, I guess.
Like,
you're
feel judged
about it. Yeah. Like, fine.
All these people just talk to rocks. Like, what the hell?
They have phones.
The captain said that we can stop, so we will not be, quote unquote, as they say, coming in hot.
Excellent. I will make sure Soren knows that. I was going to recommend like a demi-plane of cotton candy or something.
Ooh. Sounds delicious.
It is.
Wait,
Anyways.
sorry. I'm distracted. That's all.
Wonderful.
Hope things are well.
Things are interesting. I just received a vial of a might and water from Leviathan regarding your father's progress.
Oh yeah,
I've been
didn't Naren show up? Naren?
yes.
Yes.
She showed up.
Yes.
I've been trying to do my own. I'm out of my depth.
Mhm.
All of this aura stuff is something still new to me, and without the ability to experience it myself, unfortunately. Yes, I'm talking to Paria. Don't go into that! That's not for it! Darren likes wine, apparently. Expensive wine!
Drunk?
Yes.
Wait.
Together.
Put-
Yes.
Put Naren on the rock. Put Naren on the rock.
I am not putting Darren. No, don't you,
Yeah.
I am an archmage. You can't just take that from. Paria, you're the voice of Darren. Did you know this Arcanist has wine that never goes bad? It's 200 years old.
Yeah.
It's incredibly rich.
You should ask Amelia where he keeps the good stuff.
I will. Such a sweet girl, that Amelia.
Yes.
How you ever got her to apprentice under you, I'll never understand. So, Paria, how are things going?
Oh, swimmingly.
Swimmingly. Good,
Like-
good.
Oh,
I haven't had wine in about 12 years. It's been some time. You know, when you live in a tree, there's not time for things like wine.
No, I imagine not.
Why do I live in a tree, Paria?
Oh
Because
my.
you love trees.
I do, but I love squirrels and I don't live in a squirrel. I don't know. It just sometimes I'm wondering, should I just get a house? Am I trying too hard? I'm not
Why not?
talking to you.
Naren. What you need to do, best real estate right next to Toloko's tower. Settle down.
I hate that.
You would.
We're not talking about you. You're so full of yourself. Anyways, he was showing me these notes recently. Do you know Bartoon wrote them?
I did.
I didn't know that. That's very interesting. We're working on some big things. Big bottles of wine. big bottles of water. Elkin, Mighton water.
Yes.
I wonder if you could make wine with
You
Tolo,
probably would.
save one of those. We have another.
Oh my god.
I am not drunk. You're ridiculous.
He's taking shit from her at this point.
Ridiculous. Anyways,
Mix it with the wine that doesn't go bad, and that way
Well, I
maybe you
was
won't get a
wondering.
hangover. You know.
Toloko. Save one of. No. He's putting it away.
The wine or the amiced water.
Whoa.
Who needs to talk to you about world-saving things? It's more fun.
Oh right. Yes, world saving.
No, you keep going. I love
Anyways,
this so much.
You should come by sometime soon. We haven't seen each other in so long.
So long.
I was stuck in that stuffy pyramid for weeks. Gods. There's so many kobolds. They weren't bad, but they were annoying.
Like
God, I love her
flame.
inebriated. I love it.
Yes.
I live for this.
We need drunk Naren all the time.
All the time. Yes.
Forget the campaign.
Don't. Toloko's
Bye,
voice.
Naren.
I'm sure that was very productive.
Oh, it
She's
was.
had 3 glasses of
Oh my
Oh my gosh. It's
watered down wine,
so
mind you.
lightweight.
12 years, she said.
At one point, I considered giving her something non-alcoholic and just see what happens.
Do that next time.
Yeah.
Tell her you mixed it with the Amite water.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. No, I'm not talking about you. Yes, you can drink that. That's fine. It's water. I colored it with prestidigitation. She's probably not going to tell the difference for like the next 6 minutes at least. Drinking it down. I will say her company is more sufferable like this, at least. It's not all about trees and the nature spirits and the voice of the world and all that.
And squirrels.
Squirrels, yes. Anyways.
Well, we'll see you
I-
real soon.
Yes, I suppose we will.
Oh, this
Did
is
you hear that,
great.
Naren? You have to sober up. The world-saving duty's on the way. Anyways, I'm gonna go get more drunk and make sure she's less drunk.
Excellent.
I will see you later.
Toodles.
Toodles.
Bro,
She was
enemy.
like, are you Paul Diggly?
Darren was drunk.
Bro, this enemies to lovers.
drunk.
I'm. Please.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Becky needs it. I want it.
Oh, gosh.
That's great.
Oh, I can't
I
wait.
love that so much.
Anyways, I'm good.
Okay. Becky, was there something you
That's
wanted
hilarious.
for Medea to do? It's okay if not, but if you have something.
Nah, not right now.
No problem. Okay. Well, with that, Brog eventually returns. Shitter's done. Right back to
See.
Let's see. Narcoshan and you just hear like the twang of bowstring. Stupid!
No.
Why does it take so much effort to pull a string back? This isn't even a real string. It's like magical energy. It's so.
It's so
Magic
frustrating.
was so much easier.
Well, do you want to go back to the demon dragon that you hate? All right, then your muscles just need to. It's going to take time. Just like feel my muscles around here. Like it happens over time.
Oh my god, man. I had no idea.
It takes
Ew.
time to build the muscles. And
Once fucking Jack right here.
like
Genuine
just like
gotta
the
be.
Probably.
Yeah. Rock hard. Ding ding! Holy crap!
Goddamn axe cutter.
Iron.
Mm.
we will get you training gloves so you don't get blisters.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This is going to be. How long is it going to take for the ship to be repaired? So we'll be in the Holy Land for a little while, probably.
Yes.
I guess maybe we can
although
try then.
there is something we need to do in the Envilium.
Oh, really?
Yes. There's a machine that we need to get.
I meet you all, and then next thing I know, it's machines all the time. All sorts of machines.
Well,
Flying
no,
machines.
this one is it's very me.
Oh, it's a bow, isn't it?
No.
It's an arrow?
Maybe, kind of. I don't really know.
Well, who knows? Maybe it'll be more practice. On the field or something.
All right.
What do you think you're doing?
What?
Walk over to the tree.
Where go. Haria, there you are.
Uh-huh. What? Yeah, sure.
So, when we get to the Envilium, I remember there was a place we could there was a place we could go to get some kind of automated bow shooter.
For Dresden?
Sure, for Dresden.
I mean,
How long would that take?
Probably shorter than the repairs.
Okay, but like how much shorter? Because I was actually kind of hoping we could use the repair time for me to go to Sicile and try to avert the Civil War.
I don't think a war is going to happen overnight, Cool. Also, this will help with any fights we have.
What did automatic bow even do for you?
Q. Q. You're asking what a bow would do for me.
Yeah, Medea, Mira, you have an ancient dragon-slaying legendary magical bow. Why do you need an auto-shooting one?
Well, Q, because that is more that I can shoot. I don't see what it. If I can
Yes,
shoot
you can
more.
shoot the mundane arrows without the
Do you
magic bow.
know that it is mundane? It is a weird magical contraption that can automate itself, and you assume it is mundane?
You just got that one. Why do you need another one?
Because this one will be.
Doesn't sound like me.
I'm going
Yeah,
to. I'm going
Narkashan
to.
steps out. Are you forgetting that she's an addict?
I'm going
You
to.
know, it's there.
You go back to
What?
shooting your arrows.
Alright, you know what? Fine. If you want to do that, all I ask is you let me use the tree to take what me goes to sale. I don't care if you stay in the affiliate.
I
kind of want to go to the sale too.
Well, it's not Q. It's not that I don't want to go and help you, and I definitely don't want to have you go without us. It's part of my mission. Just like, how long could it possibly take?
I don't know how big is the Invilium.
It's more how big the place we are going to is. Isn't
Look,
the
we can ask a sword when we get there.
right?
I asked that if it would take more than like a couple days, we put it off, please.
We could also go to Sicile first. Stay there for a day or two, come back to the Invilium. Repairs still not wrapping up. Just
Fine.
also, I don't know how long the repairs are going to take. It could take like a week.
That's
a
also
day,
true.
Hours.
Yeah, Brog leans over. Well, I can answer part of that. This took a week with my ring and the parts I had. But if you wanted to do all the things it's supposed to do, I mean, assuming I'm going to be helping, so there's that. I don't know much about this Vilius thing you're going to, but if it's got like top of the line parts and stuff, I mean, I think another 2 weeks at least.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, alright. I thought it was pretty short. Alright.
I mean, I don't know what kind of tech you're dealing with in this Vilius place, but
Fair. You know, I guess we'll have to see when we get there.
Yeah. Do these chairs recline?
no.
Fine.
Alright.
If they reclined, it would
I
defeat
No,
the
I know.
purpose of them.
That'd be great.
Could you imagine the ship takes off and they automatically
Boom!
fly on your back?
That would have been funny.
Would have been fun. All right. Well, with that, Mira and Narkashan's training continues. The ship continues along its course, and as the day passes, eventually you can see on the horizon the shape of the Holy Land. I don't think any of you have actually flown quite like this. Like, Camille did on a dragon before, and way back. None of this party has ever seen the oncoming continent they're going to as like a small island in the very, 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 very distance, and it's very humbling, like all at once. In fact, it's funny too because you also know you're probably passing the cloud mirror at some point at this time, because it was over this ocean before.
Maybe it saw the
Zoom.
Raka litter.
Could be.
Litter.
Yeah.
Eldritch spew of things. But as you guys are approaching you get actually Peria, you get a message from Isorin.
Yes. Close personal friend.
Peria, my machinery in here is picking up. It seems like you're approaching. I'm ready
Yes.
when you are to open the portal.
Yes, we are. We see the island. That is, wow, that's beautiful. Sorry, focus. We'll be there very soon, shortly. We are descending.
I will have it open then. Just have your pilot enter the portal and land as soon as you get in. I'll make sure the whole thing is in before I close the portal.
Okay.
And you feel the connection cut, and then after like a minute or two, you begin to see this line in space that then opens into like a spherical gate mid-air, and it's
Whoa.
lined with this purple lightning energy around the edges. So it's
Ooh.
this tear in space.
Damn.
It almost looks like a massive gate spell, as it's just this.
Whoa.
It's spherical.
It's certainly knows how to do presentation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can see it through this massive, like 100-foot diameter portal. You can see like the stars in the sky and the large brass platform of like one of like the Invilium. You've seen when you were in Isorin's sanctum. And you hear the captain go, "Holy shit!" The broad
Yeah.
goes, "Damn."
Slow down.
Okay,
Sure.
okay, yeah, but slow and easy, Captain. Yeah, I know. I don't want to crash into the Stargate either. Begins to slow. The ship kind of, it doesn't hover, but it goes as slow as possible and starts to kind of angle to make sure it can go directly in.
Do it.
And as the ship enters, you all feel this shiver of like, you're changing planes right now. This is going from this plane into the Invilium's plane, and it's this, exactly that, like shiver, full body, goosebumps, and just as you enter a new region. As the ship enters and lands on like a massive, it almost looks like a massive gear hovering in space with other little gears attached to it, not rotating, just like locked in position. And you see standing nearby is the figure of Isorin, very familiar, and next to him is Dresden, looking very excited, rubbing his hands together. As you guys just all land. And the ship comes to a stop, and then the portal behind closes, and you are within the Invilium. I
forget, did our characters ever meet Dresden?
Yeah.
Yes, you guys went to, because Dia was very uncomfortable about going back to New Barastock, but you did.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
That's how Mira got the quest for the repeating arrow.
Yes,
bow.
the Vigilus.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second.
The very first side quest we picked up.
I got it so long ago.
I know.
I want it. I want it so
It was
bad.
always one of those, like, when you get the time to go to the Invilium, but it's like, when are we gonna have the time?
Better time than now.
Yeah. All right. You guys exit the ship, and meet with. We're narrating at this point. You guys exit the ship, and meet up with Isorin, who steps forward. Well, I must say I was, I had low expectations, and you've somehow gone lower. It's not, and you hear the sound of hey. Fair, but it's not my fault.
Spyware? My close personal friend Isorin? My close personal friend Isorin, the spyware!
Nice to meet you, God. I'm, the spyware.
God.
Right. I see, like, Dresden next was like, I have been so bored for so long, and this looks like a dream. Can I do whatever I want to it?
Ask for consent?
Oh, AI. Right, yes. Spyware! Mr. Spyware? Captain? Sir? It's like, I'll accept that. Hi, my name's Dresden. I'm an engineer, and boy, it would be an honor to repair you and upgrade you and do all sorts of fun things with you. Do you have any weapons on board? Because if not, I can add some. That'd be great. Anyways, I do full diagnostics in a bit here. I'm just so excited to be here. I permit you to come aboard. You seem to understand.
That I'm important.
Yes.
Diane. Cool.
Hi guys, again. Sorry. Thanks for asking the mage to break me out. That was awesome. I don't know how long it'll be before the monks are coming looking for me. Good luck with that. Anyways, I'm gonna go and fulfill my life stream. Again.
Again.
And he just runs aboard. And see Aurora, and like a portal opens behind him. It's like, come, let's talk in the sanctum while they do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
All right, and I will.
Put us all on the map.
Yep, one sec. Gotta move you all together. Boop. Boop, boop. Oh, and the Drake, I suppose.
Yep.
I'll have to get an actual custom picture for the Drake here soon, as well. Okay. One sec. As... Oh, nope, that's not right. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? There we go. Roll 20's being weird. All right. As you guys,
Back, baby.
Yep, back in the Invilium, back in the Sanctum. Stepping in, you see everything is roughly how it looked before, except that the binary stars in the background are not collapsing in on themselves anymore. They are just sitting stable.
For now.
Yes. As Soren gestures for you all to come in. It's like, well, it's been a bit. Some new faces here, I believe. It's Narkashan and the Drake step forward. You know, they've been telling me this whole time about, coming here to meet you. She turns back. It didn't really register with me that I'm talking to a god until just now.
I wasn't kidding.
Right.
Sarah usually tells the truth. A lot of people just don't believe her.
I know.
I mean, you know what we're trying to do, Dr. Son, so...
Yes, I know, but it's one thing to talk to a woman who thinks she's a god and actually one who is. And see, Soren's like, I am guessing you're referring to my sister based on your attire. You are part of her fane, correct? Not anymore. I am a recent excommunicated from the Church of Zivadona. I am now just Narkashan of myself. That is a relief. I was about to mention that we would have had a bit of a problem if that were the case. But I'm glad to hear you've had a fresh start from her. Well then, I am Isorin. Yes, I am the god of valor, although I use that word loosely. Oh, thank you, Chris. That's beautiful.
Of course.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Whenever
Great
you have time.
picture. Yeah. It's great. Well, I'm assuming we all have much to discuss. It's been some time. Please avail yourselves of whatever you'd like. The synthesizers over there, you can whatever you'd like for food again. I still haven't figured it out.
That thing.
I've also started just stocking food. Every time I get it to make something edible, I make a lot of it and then put it away in storage. I'm also learning about things expiring. That
Oh,
happens
so
to
bad.
food.
Yeah.
So I've been
Hmm.
getting better at choosing things that don't perish as fast. But
Hmm.
anyways,
Uh,
sorry, I'm not very good for hosting.
no, it's fine. I know this is gonna be really sudden, but
That's most of everything nowadays.
and
Don't worry.
I might not have a lot of time left.
That's
I don't know.
morbid.
As you know, I was questing to restore the forest sale and whatnot. I finally got the last celestial creature to agree for the last Aurora. Um, and I'm still not sure that once the aura is actually restored, if the Kirin spirit is just going to kind of within me, and then I just die because its magic is gone.
I understand. I wish I knew more. I really do. If there's anything I can do, I will try.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to make you aware just in case it does happen.
Of course. See, like, he eyes you a bit. It's like, couldn't happen to notice you have some new armaments.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, right. That. Don't get me wrong. The sword you gave me was awesome.
It wasn't sentimental to me. I am hoping it came in use for a
It
brief
did.
bit, at least.
And it's still in use for someone else who really, really needs it.
Well, then all the better. Well, come. Let's catch up somewhere more comfortable. Narkashan just kind of like wanders around for a little bit. It's like, so this is the realm
Mike, I don't know
of...
what's going on, but I can't push choose token in.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
What? Are you going
Just
around the
drag
entrance?
it in. Just
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I didn't realize there was like an invisible barrier.
Barrier
Well,
right there.
Yeah, there's a... Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Nope, it's fine.
Sorry. Dip.
It's okay. Narkashan will come in. So, you're all just comfortable walking into heaven, then?
Yes.
Right.
It's a
Soren's
little
like,
more complicated than that.
It's not really heaven.
I don't really understand it, but I just go with it.
It's very complicated. My mother was a very strange woman, to be honest. She, decided to make a realm all to herself and her chosen few. But it's not heaven. You don't live forever here. Unless you're, I guess, part demigod or whatever I am. It's just a collection of her favorite realms. Narkashan's like, oh, that's terrifying. Yes, I suppose it is a bit.
Does she ever visit then?
No, Kite, my mother, left this world 21 years ago when she surrendered it to the travelers here, which allowed the Pleroma to accept that this world had a chance for a fresh start. It was the first good thing my mother ever really did.
Yeah. About that.
We got a lot to catch up on.
Did you ever find anything about the Eternal Initiative in your perusings?
One sec. The Eternal Initiative. No, that one is not something I'm familiar with.
Well, let me tell you, and I'll explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just tell me briefly, how do
I'll
you
give him
expect it? I'd
the
like to know.
yeah, Eternal Initiative written by Kite. There's a list of requirements, genetic, biological, etc., for a compatible host. And Castellus is a match for that. And Kite is essentially puppeting Castellus in some form and fashion, potentially like in the mind. He has
She's
maybe
cheating.
some level of lucidity. But yeah, she's essentially cheating and made the merc. That rat bastard.
I'm sorry. I'm what?
I'll repeat it.
You repeat that exactly.
And
Wait, so this isn't a hypothetical.
no.
How have you found this out?
Okay, so Quillo, who was originally a familiar of Bartoon, right on that, he has this
Right.
cool, secret, fancy mansion thing that has a library that knows all things that is written down,
It's very
essentially.
Bartoon. That's
Yeah.
very much him.
And I asked a question, and that was the answer to the question.
The answer to the question was that my mother is possessing Castellus?
Well, that wasn't 100% clear as far as like how it's happening, but yes.
I just go with it. Just say
like-
what I said before.
Soren just sort of like leans over the table and is just like looking at the table and he's just very quiet.
It's very contemplative.
Yeah. Wait.
It would explain how they got in.
They got it. They?
The order. They stole Vivian and
Oh, right.
I was wondering if they
and
did
blew things
that.
up.
Right.
I just assume it's because of Castellus and his BS with the crap. It's the Aurora.
Elite?
Yes. Thank you. Being in
I've
the
always been suspicious of Castellus's abilities. He was a capable warrior, certainly. I
Mhm.
recognized his talents when he was here, but the whole aurorical thing, it was just so unusual. But now, painting it in the light of my mother,
very Kite.
it's very her.
Yeah.
So what do we do about it?
We cheat.
We
Two.
cheat. She cheated.
We
Okay.
cheat.
This
How?
is
I don't know.
this is
Mind breaking.
Varys
Yeah.
it
is cheating
changes
too,
everything.
I think.
Well, we did cheat Varys a bit.
No, I know. But if Kite cheats, what if the other aspects cheat too? This becomes
If it's outed that Kite is breaking the rules of the agreement she made, then this world is in even more danger than I thought.
we're doomed.
The only thing holding things together is that the aspects of Invilis have agreed upon this method of determining who should inhabit the world. If it's determined that it's all been a farce, all bets are off. Full out war between the aspects. And not like war that mortals wage.
Yeah.
Cosmic levels.
Yeah.
This world would be ripped apart in the process.
That's bad.
Yeah. See, it's like Susail's Civil War on crack.
So essentially what you're saying is we can't let this information get out.
Hmm.
But we have the upper hand that we know it.
Yes.
There's no way Castellus could
Mhm.
predict that we would know this.
Um,
Which means it can flavor our color our decisions from henceforth, knowing who we're actually up against.
Mhm.
just out of curiosity, Acelran, is it bad that Ziva already knows?
Why does she know?
Well,
How does she know?
Harriet kind of
Mhm.
told us, well...
Shinarkashan goes, oh shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Wait, what? I didn't
I
get
was
this
still-
memo.
I
Yeah.
was still her eyes when you told... We should have done this ages ago. We should have just done it ages ago. God.
Well, I mean, what does that have? What does she have to gain? I guess is the thing.
I don't know.
Wow.
See, Soren's looking like...
Pale. Yeah. Okay.
He's a pale
So-
dad.
My sister's relation with my mother is worse than mine, which is saying
Oh.
something. I at
Oh,
least
that's
had
good.
some begrudging respect. No,
Oh.
see,
Let me
Fedona, my half
Where's your
sister, she has a policy for dealing with actual threats, things that she believes require her involvement, which is no chances, no possibilities of return. Believe you saw some of it, the scorched lands of her former enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Gardas is full of quite a lot of people.
Shit.
Oh,
Shit.
Quite a
Oh,
lot of people who have nothing to do with this.
Shit. Ah, shit. Now we definitely have to go kill her. Damn it. Shit is right. Shit.
I'm not sure exactly what she's going to do. But if I'm right, could be drastic. It's disastrous for that whole continent.
she hasn't done anything yet, as far as we're aware.
How
Well,
long's it been since you told her?
yesterday?
I would say we're not quite sure yet then what will happen.
Okay.
I will reach out
We
to my
goofed.
sister,
We goofed.
and I will try to make her see reason. You already have, you're already gathering forces for an effort to stop him.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I can try to convince her that that will be enough. Maybe I can
And
help
if-
her see that there will be more to gain from a gentler touch.
Sure. And if we fail, then she can wipe everything out.
Yes, I suppose now it adds that little extra bit of
Yeah,
pressure to this
yeah,
whole thing, doesn't
Like
it?
a little bit of garnish. A little chocolate syrup on the sundae or something. I don't know. Just- oh gosh. Well. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
This
to
also
try.
does concern me a bit. If
Oh,
my
great.
mother if my mother is behind all of this, the creation of the Merc, the Order's resurgence, the Aurorical, the Apostles and everything, are we playing right into her hands?
Well,
Wait, are you saying...
The God plan was hers. It was in the event of this apostle war as a failsafe to raise 5 good deities and 1 negative. I explained the whole thing to you before. I didn't come up with this plan. My mother did. She at the very least knows you must be gathering them.
Because there's a chance she started this whole thing just so we would do this plan.
Don't know.
that's calculating.
I don't know.
She's an evil genius.
My mother is known as the goddess of knowledge and providence and progress. Those were her purviews, whereas my aunt, Amita, was nature and fortune and miracles.
We need a miracle. So we know who to call.
I was just going to
Ghostbusters.
suggest that if my mother is cheating,
Yes.
Perhaps we could entreat Amita to do the same.
Already ahead of you on that one. Was thinking that, do you know Naren? Is Toloko here? He said he would meet us here.
Oh yes, they're resting. They were a
Okay.
bit out
Drunk.
of sorts when they arrived. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was kind of the plan. Was Naren and my father. Because Naren has the staff of Bartoon, and
Yes.
the twins, when they were messing with the merc removal,
Mm.
you guys saw the of light.
The water.
Yes.
Vroom,
So the vroom, vroom. So once again, let's have the sisters fight. Not you two,
I
but the
know.
I mean,
big
we'll
two.
do it.
Oh yeah, but
No.
We know who'll win that fight.
No.
Yes, of course. Me.
Yes, we all know who will win, but let's not. Since we all know it, we shouldn't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I didn't have a fully fleshed through idea, but
Now
all
I'm
I
just
know-
feeling like icky about Zivadona touching my sword now. I don't like that very much.
I need
Cool.
time to think about all of this.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You are all
Yep.
free to
Of
stay.
course.
I obviously, my home is yours. I need to think. He kind of
Get some
steps.
anxiety meds. It's fine.
I need some stress ball.
Stressful, yeah. I think we stressed him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paisane leans over the table. So did we
Mm.
just give the god of valor a nervous breakdown?
I think so.
Just what's
That's
Well,
not very comforting.
Nope.
No.
Didn't look
So
very
we're on our own then.
valorous.
No gods, no help. Great.
Do you guys want some hot chocolate?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll try to
Sure.
figure it out. And start typing into the things. Picture. Milky chocolate. Warm, but not too hot, but not too cold. Just
Make
right.
sure it's in the cup.
Liquid in the jar.
Yeah, there you go.
teeny tiny marshmallows in the jar with the liquid. The jar is made of an insulating material that won't burn us. But will keep the liquid warm. And a
If
nice
there was a thing
comfort-
like styrofoam that I can describe that you would know
Yes.
what it is, it's that.
That thing.
Fantasy styrofoam.
Fantafoam.
Fantafoam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Press the button.
After a bit,
Keurig.
a cup of hot chocolate.
Yes. Got a pitcher. Shh, shh. Pour it out, everyone.
Hmm.
You didn't say it was hot. Oh,
No, I said it was perfect temperature.
Yes.
Oh,
I specifically tarped it in.
Mm-hmm.
The perfect
Okay.
temperature for sun people. People who live on the sun.
Dang it.
It's the perfect temperature.
Monkey pod once
for
again.
gods. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Gods
scholars.
need it to be scalding to even taste it.
Mm-hmm.
Solar.
Marshmallows.
Yeah, exactly.
Melted.
So how are we going to get Amita on our side then?
I don't know, we ask.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's typically
Where?
what we do is just ask,
Mm.
hey, can you guys do us a solid, thanks?
The worst they can
How
say
we
is
ask
no.
Agaris, we don't know how to contact.
Well, so my
Well,
theory so far. Go ahead.
You know,
What?
there is a tree.
Yeah, there is a tree, and you
There
should
she
go
goes,
talk to
"Oh,
it.
not the trees again.
Oh, right.
It's always the trees.
But like this time, actually, there's a tree that is made of her. Was made from Amita.
All right.
I
Okay.
can communicate with nature in a sense, so I could talk to Amita. No pressure.
And if you can't do it, maybe Naren can.
Maybe both should.
Yes.
She's blood related and has Amita's son staff.
Together, then.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Alright.
And then maybe
Um,
Amita can like cure the merc because it's
Maybe.
quite worse.
As you guys are talking, the portal that you guys came through opens, and coming out, you see two figures
Yes.
finished resting,
Yes.
a little bit more apart. See, Naren is like holding her head. Oh, what did I do? You drank 4 glasses of watered down wine and embarrassed yourself. So probably another just typical day for you. Oh, shut up. Oh, Amita, help me.
I love
There's
that.
not enough
See, look.
magic to cure this.
Hey guys.
We were
Oh,
just
everyone's
talking
here.
about her.
We sure
Uh,
were.
Toloko comes in. Well, I hope you're all having as interesting a day as I am. Back in the Invilium again. This is interesting, to say the least. So, everyone here looks like you're about to give up. What's wrong?
Here, have a cup of hot chocolate.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Naren, there's one for
Any-
you too.
Oh, I'm not
Anything
drinking
that has-
anything for another day at least. Anything.
Oh.
I'll eat mushrooms. Sing to the winds and commune
Suck on
with
some
nature to get
ginger
my
or
energy.
something. Yeah. Yeah.
They both sit down.
This is bad. This is just bad.
Tolo's like, is it the typical bad or a new bad?
This feels like a level
Moderate
up.
bad.
Say level
think
up.
We've
from
advanced
typical.
bad now.
That's my. That's where I'm. That's my guess.
Hey. Well, it can't be that bad. I mean, you have the ship here. You're all gathered in the seat of the God of Valor's personal bachelor pad, and
Do you see the
I'm
God of
here.
Valor?
yes, he did seem to be moping a little bit.
Mm-hmm. God of Valor. Yeah.
Bleh.
Yeah. We're... Me just nodding.
Fade to black. Explain.
Yeah.
After you finish explaining, you see Toloko pouring a glass of wine, handing one to Naren. Like, all right, well, I don't care what time it is anywhere. So Kite never left. That's what you're saying.
No, I feel like she did leave, but then
She
came
left.
back.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my guess.
And it's that elitist prick Castellus who's piggybacking her.
Yep.
Excellent,
sounds
excellent. There's not enough wine in the world for today. You see Naren is just like holding the staff and like leaning against it, like just pushes the wine away. This is dire news. I
Mhm.
can see why. I can see. But from what you've explained, there is a sliver of hope. It sounds like she's accounted for many different plans, but not mine.
Yes.
And I'm almost done. All I have to do is create the circle and guard us,
So,
and I will be able to consolidate the world's murk into one location.
okay, that was
Then
going to
begin
be
purify it.
my question is, what exactly does your plan entail? I wasn't here for the start of it.
It is using a bit of my mother's notes and a bit of the Castellus Matrix. This very forbidden power that I don't particularly enjoy, but I am inverting it. Rather than crystallizing aura, I am crystallizing the decay in the world. And then once it
Okay.
is gathered in one location, begin the process of purifying it. This will take the
That's-
burden off of the cycle
That's going to
and
be a
allow things to
very
balance out.
Don't you
Will be a
think
very
something
big crystal.
Generations.
bad would
It could be
happen by
generations,
getting all the Merc in one place? What if
potentially.
that? I don't.
Fight a giant merc monster.
Yes, yes, that.
The hope is to contain it into a vessel that
Have we thought about this vessel?
Have you seen the Holy Land before?
Yes,
It was once in the
I've-
sky with a giant vessel that contained the pleroma.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing for Merc.
Okay.
Rather than a great tragedy, I want this to be a great celebration.
Will it?
I mean, yeah.
Is it going to be bigger than that thing, or?
I do not know.
Oh.
I'll be honest, the details of its exact size and how long it will take are beyond me, but that is why I assembled the druids of the world to create a new organization of sorts. Circle of Elcast will work to, throughout however many generations it takes, purify the Merc.
Where? I do have a question. You were doing like ley line stuff.
Yes, the ley line
Where-
focal points across the world.
Where do they all intersect?
The Holy Land.
Of course they do.
That's why it was called the Holy Land. It was
Okay.
the point at which all magic in the world intersected and was the focus point for a majority of Kite and Amita's activities, and it's where they both touched down into this world. Although there are those who believe that Kite first touched down in Calcifel. This is false, according to my teachings.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know, that there's Williams here, so.
Precisely.
Hmm.
It is a nexus point for all magical energies of this world. There will be a another massive crystalline protector for this world, like Cortis was. But this one will be dark, and it will take many, many years, I am sure, to slowly eat away at it. But it should weaken all of these mercurial monsters in the meantime, if not immediately seal them.
So it'll even take Mark away from the people that have it?
If I've done my research, yes.
That sounds like a win-win scenario there. To me, that's
Well,
good news.
I understand why you've gone your own route, but this is why I brought it up so long ago to, this points to Peria, you and your previous companions. I believe this will be perhaps not the perfect solution, but the easiest. It will
Well,
take a
I like
lot of hard work, but it won't involve raising gods or felling tyrants.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the last one's in Darnest, and I'm
Yes, that one
feeling-
is sort of the problem, I suppose.
Yeah, especially considering that particular druid, you know, backstabbed us earlier.
He's dead.
Yes, Matiros was an oversight. Mostly out of desperation.
Well, we have a couple tyrants to overthrow there, anyways. So I think we should continue that plot thread.
Of course. I
Um,
am unfortunately helpless until you have secured the ley line focal point in Gardas. I can't do anything until I have at least a week of uninterrupted time there.
Do you know where it is?
I do not, unfortunately.
Okay. We'll
I was
figure
counting on Matiros to find it, and he lied.
it out. Okay.
That's
So,
me,
quick
yeah.
question. So, all the ley lines, you do your thing, and you take all the merc from all the world, all over the world, and go into one location, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is this before, after, during the apostles are still present in the world?
When I concocted this, this was without the knowledge that the apostles were necessarily a problem, so I hadn't thought that far
Okay.
particularly. I can activate it at any time once it's set up, so if you need me to wait, I can.
Well, when there's one apostle left, the whole world collapses on itself, essentially, right? That
I think that's how
remembering
this.
that right?
I think that's how it goes.
Yes.
Not that it wasn't
Instant?
that it wasn't necessarily that when there's one apostle left, the world just turns off. It's just that's what initiates
Okay.
the end of the world, which could take
Okay.
a period of time. You don't know
Sure.
how quickly or long or whatever it'll be.
I say like an hour. That feels like the right time to.
Okay. Well,
That's my
just make sure I can
gut.
get my last ley line set up.
Okay. Oh boy.
So we have to take care of Gardas first.
Which means Tilka was like, which means taking care of Kite. Again.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Barastock.
Ugh.
The monks.
Aristoc?
The monks. They're effing traitors.
Mm-hmm.
What? So was like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, what?
And
Wow, yeah. Sorry,
It
I
was
needed
just
you
there.
here. Yeah, I know. But I needed you here before I tell you.
Yes.
I was just there getting Dresden.
Yeah, that's why I told you to break
And
them out.
You didn't tell me that I would. Wait, when you say traitors, who are they with?
Kite?
What the fuck, Paria? I could have been captured by. Are you serious?
You are an
They have, like,
archmage. She knew she would
mind
be
reading
fine.
things.
Please, we all know I'm a little off my game right now.
Yeah, you're drunk. You were a little drunk already.
Well, then why don't we
That
wait?
too.
Once the ship is fixed, why don't we take care of a fucking lich?
I would love that if it fits in your very tight schedule. But I know
Schedule.
there's a lot going on.
Yeah. But once we have the ship, it's gonna be a lot easier to get places. That thing is fast.
That is true. I've been on it once before. It
I
was
almost
quite
puked.
impressive.
Yes, I did not enjoy it.
Sorry about that.
It's a bit easier.
I hope so. The giant machine. The
Dreadnought?
yes,
Yes.
I'm worried about
Yes.
that.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
Oh.
Believe
I
Dior
will
has to be
build
informed
that city.
immediately. This could be a disastrous situation.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He once
Why
thought.
haven't you informed Lord
Hmm.
Dior yet?
I just learned about it. I'll roll a deception check.
Okay.
25.
That checks out to me. Ah,
Probably should.
Well.
Yeah.
That's why I just now learned of it, and you are here, so now you can tell him.
well.
That has
Give
to be
him a
hush
heart
hush.
attack.
Yes, that has to be hush hush because there's spies everywhere for the order.
Right. Of course.
So.
Of course.
I have to be discreet.
Yes. And this is a good place to do it. Good
Yes.
thinking.
That's why I did it here, not earlier.
Totally.
Obviously.
Obviously. Give me a glass of wine.
Don't want your hot chocolate. I'll
Pulls
make your
out
hot
another
chocolate.
cup from his pocket, just like he has cups in his robe.
He's got flasks.
Yeah, throw out the hot
He needs to go
chocolate.
to an AA now. He's getting to that point.
Hey, don't play. I was like, cute. I'll take yours. Because
Yeah,
doesn't
thank
drink alcohol.
Thank you, thank you. So, yes, everything's dire. So are we just giving up on the whole spark thing? I mean, but we shouldn't probably be because Hand of Armageddon? What's up with that?
Don't
Uh,
fall.
That one is interesting. I don't know where he fits into any of this.
Maybe he's Kite's failsafe of making
Maybe.
sure that this thing happens.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a Maita's failsafe. Who
What if we
knows
just ask him?
anymore?
What if we send him a message and be like, hey, what's your deal?
Yeah, since I'm
I
sure
wish.
he's totally just gonna reply.
Yeah, I know. I kind of want to try it though. Just not right now.
Yeah, you really like that. Don't live on the edge. I noticed.
It's the wine, Q. It's the wine.
So he's like swirling his wine. I could do it right now.
Do it.
I
Why not?
The
Fuck it.
Archmage. It's not us.
Do we know his name, or am I just going off the Hand of Armageddon?
All we know is
That's
the
all
hand
we
of
know.
Armageddon. Oh, I should have asked that.
Oh,
Oh well,
No,
Liz.
I think the thing you asked is much.
it's better. You know, you can't. Oh, yeah.
All right. Set
This
the
is what he
glass
looks
down.
A suit of armor.
Hello, hand person. You don't know me, but I know you. Perhaps we can help each other. I'm very powerful. Archmage. Would love to meet. Your name?
Yeah.
He's just like swirling the wine around. It's like, I always love fucking with people with sending.
It's so much
Pastime, really.
fun.
It really is, because they can't even stop it, really. I mean, unless they have like a magical thing that prevents it or something. But if they get the message, it's just in there. It's like waiting.
Maybe he has a magic field thing.
I don't know. I feel like the message sent, but I'm not getting a reply, and I feel like he's just ignoring me.
Which really annoys you.
Hi again. It's me, the Archmage.
Yeah.
I can tell you're listening. No need to be so coy. You help me, I help you. Love the armor. Great aesthetic.
Just watch, he isn't wearing armor anymore.
You know, he might be more willing to respond if you mention the runes or something that he cares
Mhm.
about.
Mira, with all this logic, we're not gonna have any fun.
How much wine have you had?
Enough.
Not enough. Sorry. Wait. He says he has nothing to discuss with me. But I got a reply.
That's all he
That's a
said.
start. Yes.
You should ask why.
I
Agreed.
couldn't. So why can't we talk? Surely there must be something I have. Spells, scrolls, runes of divine power, things like that. He winks at Mira. Help a guy out.
Oh my
Just a moment.
Hello.
Interesting. Do you happen to know if he might be racist?
No.
I mean, he seems to be evil, so potentially.
There.
Hmm.
He said, I don't need help from your kind.
Oh. Your kind.
I think he means.
Travelers?
Could be. Probably an
How did he
elfin then.
know? How did he know that he was you were a traveler?
Oh. You know
That means
that's
he
a
knows who
point.
you are.
The sending spell would only tell him who I am if we've known each other.
Oh shit.
Wait a minute.
It's
You
Rose.
met
No,
him
I'm just kidding.
before? Oh my god,
No.
that'd be a twist. Shit.
It's not.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what you could possibly mean. My kind. I'm just like you. Brother in arms. Less bony arms.
No. About the same.
Damn it. Don't be so rude. That's another moment. No reply. Strange. Why bother replying at all?
Probably tell you
Now
a
I'm
bit
curious. Well, he
Wait,
didn't
maybe
say
he-
those words exactly. He could have.
Maybe he also likes to mess with people while sending.
It's possible. It's possible. It is a pastime of mine.
Yeah.
See, Naren's like, you have all this power and you use it for things like that, and this is why we don't get along. You're better when you're drunk. Jeez.
Can I do an insight on that?
Yeah.
Oh, Becky.
I'm sorry, Becky wants it.
Meanwhile, would you be
Thanks.
more
Sorry.
willing to talk to someone who has the same runes
Oh my
you are
God.
seeking?
Oh no.
Medea, insight. Toloko
By the
just
way-
seems. Yeah, no, he's. I wouldn't say it's flirtatious necessarily, but definitely like
Damn
a
it.
little more. He's a little bit more personable with Naren than he's ever been before. Like a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, close. Mira, you send that message.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you know.
It's been some time, Runebearer. Come to K Lunaris. We need to end this. You and I.
Yeah.
Bring your sister and her runes.
My runes.
Well, it seems like he is in K Lunaris. He doesn't want to talk to Tolo.
Volcano place.
Probably because he has no runes.
No runes.
No runes.
Damn. Well, I tried.
Hmm.
And
Get ratio.
So- it's almost like nighttime now. It's like we spent all day to get.
It
What
was- yeah, it
time
was-
is it?
I'm gonna say.
7:33.
I guess the sphere would still work in here because it's going off of Elkin time. It's it's like 8 o'clock.
Like,
You flew for most of the day. It's 8 p.m. roughly.
It's 8 p.m. Q.
right. Sorry, I'm just kind of tense.
Are you
Just any
feeling
moment-
okay?
No, any moment I should go. And I'm
Well,
trying to whistle just get it
Q,
over
that's
with.
you assume you're going to die and just stop
Or vanish.
existing.
That's why I said could.
Well,
I mean, how would you feel, Mira, if you were unsure if you were gonna die any minute?
I mean, I have felt that many times, traveling with you and Paria, fighting the things that we have fought. There has been many
War.
instances where there was giant merc creatures standing over me with only a wall of force between it and me, and death staring me in the face, wishing it could get to me. So I don't know, Q. However would I feel about my life possibly ending in the next few seconds?
Yes, but I don't get to see where it's coming.
That is almost a blessing.
Don't know.
Alright, well.
I don't, Q. I care about you. I'm not saying it is good or it's better that you might die. But when people speak of death, they always wish to go in their sleep or go out peacefully.
Guns blazing.
Whether you
Yeah.
live or whether you pass on, if you do pass, I hope it is peacefully. I don't want you to pass, I want you to stay. And it is my hope that when...
No, she is. She's staying. She's staying. I don't care who it is.
You know,
She's staying.
maybe we should have saved breaking the fact that you can resurrection. Well, we'll see what happens.
Well,
I'm
We also were missing another diamond.
Yeah.
Uh,
probably, but
right.
The problem being, is my body is different. As you know, I'm a
I
homunculus.
know, Patty, Q,
I
but
don't know if normal resurrection actually works.
that is true if you don't have a soul to return. That is weird.
Yeah.
No, Q has a soul.
Q,
She's right here. It's
I-
Q. Screw all this Kieran shit. I mean, yes, I know it's very important, but you're Q, and that's all you need to know. I don't believe that you're going to vanish. You seem very strong right now. I mean, not in mind right now, obviously, but you're the strongest person I know, and you'll get through this. That's what I think. I don't
Yeah.
think the Kieran has anything to do with it.
Yeah, what Medea said.
Paizo's
Minus
like,
the Kieran has a
yeah.
little bit to do with it.
No, I agree. Fuck Kieran. I don't care about it.
Yeah, screw that guy.
I only
would
hope
go
that you
that
are
far.
right. I hope that you are right.
I am
Thanks,
right.
guys.
I would
think
be. I would be sad if there was a Q not yelling at me every time I go to buy arrows. Or spend any money.
Or slay dragons with.
Yes, or proudly pronounce every time we meet somebody, "Oh, I, Q, have slayed dragons. You are nothing to me."
Or tries to kill people when they say she's small.
Yes.
And well, they deserve they insult my height.
Yeah, they do
This is
deserve
true.
it.
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
But no, thanks, guys. I appreciate the words of confidence. I'm probably just gonna turn in early because I just don't too much.
Loco goes to Stan's like,
Okay.
probably a good idea. We all have a lot to digest, both literally and physically and mentally.
And
Perhaps we...
alcoholically.
Yes, that. And it seems like the god of valor is still having a moment. So maybe we just reconvene in the morning and with fresh faces and clear minds.
Yeah.
Tolo, before you retire for the night, I have a quick question.
Oh no.
Are you quick at scribing scrolls? Do you have a way to speed that process up?
I have a few tools, yes. My
Okay.
disposal back at my tower.
Excellent. I have a very important scroll that I need you to duplicate.
Oh, all right. I still not in my prime, but I will do my very best. And on top of the laundry list of things I'm already doing for everyone.
Yes.
There's something endearing about the way you just fell right through all of the guilt trips and just accepted at face value. I have to admit. Let me see it.
It's very forbidden magic.
Ooh, my favorite.
No.
Ooh, I wonder what did. Oh my god. Who wrote this? Don't tell me. I probably don't want to know, actually.
Okay.
This is some powerful magic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll have it done soon, but
No,
I
I
will
didn't think
work on
so.
it quickly.
Great.
I might also scribe it into my own spell book for personal use. Anyways.
I didn't hear that.
No, you didn't, and you gave it to me, so you don't have a choice.
Nope.
Misty step. Finders keepers. Then Aaron's like, I'm going to retire as well. I hope you all are well, and we'll talk in the morning.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna take one of the beds. I don't know. I'm just gonna be watching Q, making sure she doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, just in case it does, because he doesn't know if she's waking up. She's gonna take everything she's wearing and put it into her bag of holding.
This is also a very safe place to, if you were going to take off your armor to sleep, this would be the perfect place to do so.
Oh yeah.
Comfortable night's rest.
So for once, she's just rarely in her clothes.
What? You in street clothes? Never.
Q was born in street clothes.
She was
Modern
born.
street clothes.
She was born in
Yeah.
armor.
She's so modern.
Yeah, she's very modern for being so.
Q.
Yes.
So old.
Yeah,
Being
I'm trying to say
800
old.
years old.
Yeah.
Maybe
She's
we
like,
just
"I'm
went
hip."
backwards in time.
Yeah.
Like the golden age
Yeah.
of Q was here, and then throughout the Great Tragedy, we went back to the Dark Ages, and we're
Kind of.
slowly.
Yeah,
Oh,
a little
shoot.
bit. A little bit, actually, yeah. The Chitin Golden Age was a period where like skyships were normal, and there was a lot more, perhaps not technological advancement, but magic advancement at the very least. A lot of it went into the Invilium, which is why, if you remember from last campaign, there was the one demi-plane that was like a modern city. They did have that in here. So there was actually a little bit of that at one point.
So Q in street clothes is canon.
Mhm.
Ancient Soosail
Yeah,
was just like modern day New York.
it's dope.
And you've already got the art for it.
Yep. All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, my face is gonna be the opposite side of the pillow, so it's gonna be on the, foot side of the bed.
Gotcha.
So I'm just gonna be like watching her. But I know that's weird, but
I
yeah,
mean, you can't just meditate for 4 hours before
yeah, I
you-
can.
What's everyone else doing as you guys are kind of winding down for the end of the day?
So any messages to send today, Paria?
No, I was actually gonna go talk to the Soren,
Okay.
but I can wait.
Up to you.
I don't know. Did anyone? Chris, did you have something to do?
I guess Narcoshan can rest for today.
Thank God, my arm hurts so much.
You should get like a little stick and
See, like,
put a tie
want-
string on it and a weight and have her do wrist rollers.
Oh.
Those burn.
See, like at one point, she's like, her arm hurts so much. She's like, I'll just use some healing mat. Oh, God. How am I supposed to deal with pain now?
She still has Aurora light though, right?
She does, but that
Oh,
doesn't.
okay.
Yeah,
It's not the
it's yeah.
I'm good.
Perry, you said you wanted to go talk to Soren.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a cup of hot chocolate that's still warm because magic.
Yeah.
And I'll wander. And I'll just put it on the table where he's brooding.
Yeah, he's kind of like both hands down on the table, like looking down a bit. Like this is like goes between them. As a reminder, his left arm is a
weird.
prosthetic currently,
Okay.
as he did have to sever one of his arms because the machines in here would only respond to Kite's touch, and it's actually like a mechanical casing where you can
Of
see
the
like
bone arm.
inside. It's a freaky thing.
This is Kite, right?
That is actually Bartoon's
Bartoon.
skeleton.
Bartoon. Okay.
Yes, that he
Alright.
retrieved from the Elder Tree
Okay. I gotta remember.
as he's looking over a lot of notes, and you put the cup down. And you just sort of like
Slide it.
grabs it. Thank you. What is this? What is this? What
It's
is
hot
this?
chocolate. There's little marshmallows in it.
I hate chocolate. Oh God.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
No.
I'm sorry. I thought it was like
Prestidigitation.
alcohol.
It tastes like rum or.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Sorry, it just caught me off.
Oh, it's fine.
Everybody likes
I've never really had a taste for sweets. Sorry.
Well, it's okay. I'm indulging.
As you well should. I've been through quite a lot.
Me
How
too.
are you doing with oath breaking or pact breaking rather in
Oh.
this case?
I'm up to, let's see, I've got 1, 2, at least like 5, maybe 6. About 6 or so. Narkushan is the latest.
I apologize if I have not been a very active patron. Don't typically take warlocks. This has been new for me.
Yeah.
I will
I'll
say,
say-
I haven't been feeling the strain like I expected. Guess you're not taking as much from me as I thought. Or maybe I just have more to spare.
No, I've been cultivating my own strength.
That's good. It's good to focus on what you have so that no one can take it away from you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I apologize for appearing so disheveled. I you really threw me off there a bit.
Yeah. I figured you should know.
I am extremely grateful that you decided that. It changes a lot of things, but also not as many as I thought at first. Even if my mother is planning on us doing the sparks, my expectation is she's going to plan to subvert it in some way. Perhaps she hopes that once it opens, she'll claim them for herself. I don't know. But I still believe that it is the best course of action. However, now it might be augmented by having to take care of her first.
Yeah. How you dealing with that?
The prospect of having to do battle with my mother, or the prospect of everything going along with her plans this whole time? Not great.
Okay.
Whereas Zivadona, my half-sister, has a bit of a grudge against Kite. I've always just felt distant. She kept me at arm's length for a long time. And I did resent her for that for a long, long time. But I never hated her like Zivadona does. So this is very difficult for me. I think somewhere deep down I thought that once this whole thing was over, the gods had been risen and a new era for this world was born, I would also go, like she did before me, to wherever those of us born of Invilis go. And I would be there with her and Amita and the other aspects and Bartoon. Now, I don't even know if there is a place that people go. Clearly, my mother was deceiving us. And I guess what's the hardest part is she didn't include me in this plan. She let me believe that she had abandoned me. Why? If she had told me about this years ago, I probably would have gone along with it. I probably would be complicit in it. Was I not good enough?
Maybe that's why she excluded you. She didn't want you to be complicit in this. It's pretty awful what she's doing.
I appreciate that, but the one thing I've never known my mother to be is motherly. Somehow I doubt it, but it is a nice thought. Thank you.
Can I ask one uncomfortable thing of you?
It seems to be a trend these days, being uncomfortable. Why not?
Will you tell me the story of Bartoon?
Bartoon. So, you know us as cousins of sorts. But he was really just my greatest friend. When Kite and Amita had created this world, and the people within it, they needed proxies for themselves before Kite decided to come and break all of the rules. That was me and Bartoon. You may note there is not really a father figure involved in this whole family. We are, technically speaking, not children of Amita or Kite. We are creations. I sympathize with your sister in a bit. I was not born, I was made. Me and Bartoon were, the only two of a kind in all of this world. Only two who could really understand each other for a very long time. And we didn't always get along. Some of the stories that they tell are true. I did, for a long time, resent him for his mastery of Aura. And they are not wrong. At one point, I did steal away Aura from him. We had a lot of fights. Constantly. And one day, after so many years, Kite showed up. Just appeared. Told me she was the one who created me from her own essence. That I was no longer to act in her stead as her advocate in this world, but to stand alongside her as her champion, her warrior. And that's when the Aurora Leap began, and the great works. She said that there was a coming plague of darkness, this decay that would consume our people if we did not stop it or find a way to circumvent it. I went to Bartoon. I sought his aid. I sought his counsel. But he wanted no part in it. He said he believed in his mother's message to let things be as they are, naturally. That all of this world and all of life is a miracle in itself that it exists, and that it continues every day, that we should just be grateful to have it for what it is. My mother disagreed. There was a period of time where she considered Bartoon to be a roadblock of sorts. You already know about Bartoon's simulacrum. He called them his children, much like we were created from Kite and Amita. There was a point where followers of Kite, the Church of Kite, began to form against us, against Bartoon primarily. All of the stories of my followers and Bartoon's followers in conflict really stem from my mother. She saw him as a threat to the great works. And Bartoon was afraid for the lives of his children. So he asked me to do something drastic. Yes, I killed Bartoon. But only so that his children, the simulacrum he created, could live on. Detached from him, they could live full lives. Fortunately, it's hard to kill someone like me and Bartoon. The word God gets thrown around quite a lot, but that's... I don't know what to call us, but we're very hard to kill. Very immortal. Only one of us can easily kill the other. He asked me to do it. so that he did not have to ask Kite or Sifadona, who would absolutely have done it far more brutally. I don't know where Bartoon went when I killed him. I don't know where he is now. I don't know if our kind can die. But I miss him terribly. And for all that I have done, and for all that I have endured from my mother, and for the fact that I did not stand up against her at that time, that I did not side with Bartoon, for those reasons I do not deserve godhood, Peria. There are others far more deserving than I. This world should not belong to Kite, and it should certainly not belong to her spawn. Kite may have helped make it, but you and the Elkin people and the travelers who have come have helped perfect it. So I don't think we should stop. If my mother accounted for us to do this god-raising plan, then fine. We'll find a way to subvert her expectations, to surprise her. Because one way or another, I want new gods for this world, not my mother. I want a new future, not tied to Invilis and all the infighting that comes with it. Thank you for the chocolate. I am going to retire for the evening, if you don't mind.
No, I'll make something else for you next time. Thank you
It's
for
all right.
sharing.
Thank you for listening.
It makes you feel any better. This is your opportunity to stand up to her again.
I recognize that, and I am going to do my best to make up for past mistakes. He walks past, kind of like traces the edge of the table, lingers for a moment, and then continues. Steps over, and a small portal appears, and he just steps through.
Man, that's so cool.
I'd be getting glassy-eyed. Like, oh. Poor. I swear.
And I would actually think this would be a great time to end this session. As we're not terribly late, but I have to prepare some things for next time.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okie doke.
All right. Yeah.
Finally.
I know, Dad.
Story.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Good story,
Like
sad
it.
story.
Good
Big,
story.
big plot.
Holding on to some of these for years now. I mean, that the Asorin and Bartoon thing was from last campaign that was hinted at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the full picture now.
Yeah. Well,
or most of it.
Thank you all for joining with the
Yeah.
somber tone to end on. But we'll pick up next week with whatever happens next.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yep.
I gotta go prepare the
Alright.
Vigilus thing because I didn't even think that this would be a great time for that. So
I
I gotta do a
mean,
whole quest line. You're right, it's perfect timing. So we'll figure that out. I also
Yeah.
need to figure out the sales stuff. I got a lot to do for those next week.
yeah, and you know, something might happen with Q next session.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
We'll see.
Soon,
I be
possibly.
watching.
Mhm.
I'm watching her.
Hard to say.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good
Bye.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, thank you. Sorry. I know I was ending a little bit early here, Celtic, but gonna head out. Send the raid over. Enjoy your drinkies.